ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, not alone with the monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this on me. Can't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find this anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by.
First,
Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah.
you're welcome. I'm pretty okay in here.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons,
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading
Have
the
an
text?
orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't
Never.
do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super.
What?
They got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Dude, yeah.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone? It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Key what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. Because GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show is with you on Tuesday, June 8th, 2021, and we couldn't be more excited. On Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv, we've planned not 60 minutes, not 120 minutes, but a total of 180 minutes of fun for you. 3 hours on a Tuesday with Sean, Mike, and Ryan. It could be pretty okay. We don't know, but we'll figure it out at some point. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up in about 20 minutes from now, and we will have birthdays on this day in gaming history coming up at the end of this hour. Community games in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll tell you about our guests coming up on Thursday. Should be a lot of fun. We got a whole lot planned on this Tuesday. So thank you for being with us. It is good to see you, Sean and Mike. Sean, you were busy doing the Boxy Pixels thing yesterday with Minecraft on GMS Plays. You're going to be doing that again tonight, so we're excited for more of that. Thank you for showing us what it's like to get the wrong item from the librarian over and over and over again. That seemed like fun.
Man, I'm really good at tearing down a lectern and putting it back down. Tearing it down, putting it back down.
Called you a video
Pick it
game
up,
expert for a
okay.
long time, but turns out you're a demolition and construction lectern expert.
Pick it up, put it down. Pick it up, put it down.
And that's what it's all about.
Pick it up, put it down.
What happened after I went to bed? Anything cool?
When did you go to bed? Had I started building?
I think you had just been like, screw this lectern idea. I think that's about as far as we went.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and then we went and started the house and built the house. The house isn't done, but we got the walls up, and we got the first floor in and the second floor in, and now it's all like the roof and then detailing.
was it a house of pain?
No, it's a house of spruce.
Blue spruce. It's a nice spruce. Good morning, Mike. We got glasses, Mike, this morning.
Yeah, my eyes weren't cooperating with me today when I was trying to put in the old contacts.
Isn't that annoying? It happens to me.
here.
Yeah,
At some point they'll go in, but for now, my eyes were like, no,
it
no,
happens
don't,
to me
stop
like
it.
one every 3 months, and when it does, it's like, why? Why today?
Yeah, yeah. You're like, come on, I don't mind wearing glasses, but I'd rather not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so but my eyes, I put them in, and my eyes are like, nope, not today, no, sucker, and it just hurt.
Like when your eyes don't cooperate, you kind of, it's like you put them in jail.
I poke them. I'm like, take that eye.
Now you're
But
stuck
then
behind these walls.
But then it hurts
Clear
me,
your
and that's
glass.
not good.
The worst thing about glasses for me is they start to bug me like behind my ears, especially when I'm wearing headphones too. So I never liked wearing them in radio. I love wearing sunglasses, but I can't stand wearing regular glasses. I don't know why that is. Although Copia said, look, it's Mike Optic. So
Yeah, that's
Yep.
optic.
we did it. Copia is here this morning. Aura is hanging out in chat as well. It's good to see you already this morning on World Oceans Day. That is our topic of the day. It is World
Ocean's
Oceans
11?
Day. That's actually a good direction we could have taken that. I like that, Mike.
Are we gonna rob a bank?
3 people from a morning radio show. Collect. How many more did we need? Let's see. It's 11, so
A bunch. Oh,
so we
like
need
7.
8 more. And then
12.
I used my fingers this morning to count that. So is that bad? Is that bad? To get to 11? That's fine.
It can just be Oceans 3.
That's true. I mean, they did the Sandra Bullock Ocean's 8, so pretty much everything, 7 and below is available.
That'd be
so.
like a prequel. Yeah, like a prequel. Yeah.
Ocean's 0 is really boring, I heard.
Yeah. Just oceans.
Not a lot of action in
what?
that one.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they actually got the crime done, though. So, who figured it out?
It's amazing what water can do.
This is apparently about preserving the ocean. It happens every single year on the 8th of June. So we are asking you, what is your preferred body of water? And I actually asked that question because I'm intrigued. There's certain people have certain distaste for certain bodies of water. I remember somebody that I knew in college would not set foot in the lake. Won't do it. Lakes creeped her out. Said you couldn't see the bottom of them. They were
Got
dirty.
gook in it.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. Whereas I know other people are afraid of rivers because they're fast and unpredictable and those kind of
Fast and loose.
Yeah. It's like a Fast and Furious movie, but in a body of water.
It's the worst movie ever. the river, not the fast.
Worse than Ocean Zero.
Yeah, I think so.
Or already
It's
saying,
equal.
my favorite body of water is the Great Barrier Reef, to which I've never been, but I've heard great things about. How is the reef doing? I heard it was
I don't
in
know
trouble.
if that's water. But
Isn't
it's-
it in
yeah,
water?
no. I mean, it is in the water.
Okay.
But either way, it's it's not doing great.
Yeah.
Because humans suck is the moral of the story on that one.
Did it get better when we were all in our houses during the course of the pandemic? By and large,
Well, it's gotten better in general because they've limited scuba diving, which is just what Aura says, a scuba dive there. So they've limited scuba diving a little bit and tried to make it so there's a little bit less human contact. But yeah, it's not good. A lot of the reefs around the world are getting destroyed. I was just reading yesterday there was one of the most pristine, beautiful reefs in the world recently was destroyed when a cruise ship ran into it, because that's just stupid. So, human beings suck.
no, I'm sure that wasn't a man-made cruise ship.
No, it was natural, all
Yeah.
natural cruise ship. Yeah,
100% natural,
yeah.
found in nature. I mean, we've never been to the bottom of the ocean, so that's where they probably make the cruise ships, the natural ones. So
I think James Cameron probably has. He's been everywhere, so
was Kate Winslet on the natural cruise ship?
probably.
Okay, all right, makes sense to me. Anyone have a preference? Because I have a really fun like Gulf of Mexico story, which I never expected to have. But do you either
That's
have a preference?
Very specific.
Yeah, it is. It is quite specific. I don't really know. Is that ocean? I assume that's ocean, right? Still, because it's an inlet.
It's a gulf.
Yeah, it's a Gulf of the
No, it's still
ocean.
pretty much the ocean.
So,
Yeah.
Anyone else have
I
a
don't-
fun water story or?
I'm
Preferred body
weird
water?
about lakes, so I understand what your friend was saying.
Mhm.
If there's like the gooey stuff, I can't. I can't do it. It's
Avoid
just-
the
I don't
gooey
know.
stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's because I saw the movie The Blob as a kid and it reminded me of that. But yeah, no, I don't. I like Lake Michigan because it's super clear. There's not gooey stuff, but it's really cold. Yeah, no, the Gulf was pretty nice. I
Gulf
like my bathtub personally.
That is a good.
That's my
body of
favorite
water.
body of water.
It's a body of water inside a body
Yeah.
of water, if you know what I mean.
Oh, like a science.
Sup, I'm good.
Science.
Science. You've been to the Gulf, right, Sean?
No.
Oh, I guess Orlando's on the other side of
Yeah.
Florida. So.
Well, Orlando's like, yeah, it's like right in the middle, kind of equidistant to the Gulf and the.
Is it? I always thought it
Atlantic.
was on the eastern side. So that's news to me. I should look at a map.
What's that?
I'm a big fan of the Pacific Ocean. I grew up camping at the beach and playing in the ocean at Carpinteria State Park. So that's probably my favorite.
Aura already says, hot tubs are great, Copia, but never accidentally spill Russian energy drinks into it. To which Copia says, that's very specific. It doesn't sound like a general, like, just please don't ever, whatever. It sounds like Gremlins After Midnight, that kind of thing. So just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's.
So, Aura, I do think that's going to be one of those elaborate types situations, if you wouldn't mind, please.
It's the from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Is it really?
Apparently, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen that movie.
Wow.
Same.
Hey, Mike, this is going to surprise you. I've never seen that movie.
I'm so surprised.
Actually, it would be probably more common for me to be like, oh, yeah, I've seen that movie because it was
Well, of course I've seen that
an
movie.
unusual movie. I wasn't going to miss out on Hot Tub Time Machine. You kidding me? Best opening track? Really? Oh, gosh. Low key surprised about the awesomeness of a Hot Tub Time Machine soundtrack. No, I
Not
was.
better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is that one pretty good too?
That one's the best.
I was in Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Which this is what I didn't know about Alabama is there's white sandy beaches in Alabama. So that was news to me, and it was amazing. They had like condos on the beach. It felt very much like Hawaii with less palm trees, and I was out there in the Gulf and looked down, and all of a sudden there were numerous rays swimming by just around my waist. And it was both awesome and insanely scary.
You saw what they did to Steve Irwin. You can't trust them.
Well, and I didn't know like what the specifics behind that situation was, but that definitely went into my mind Was I was
They
like, isn't
murdered
this
him.
exactly how Irwin died? So,
Straight murked.
and I didn't know if
See, I
it was
thought-
manta rays versus they were not manta rays that were around me. I just don't know what kind of rays.
See, my understanding was the rays were only found in Tampa Bay, but whatever.
No, that's just the devil rays, and they've left since. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, now
Thank
just the
goodness.
rays are there.
You know what else terrifies me about the ocean? The jellyfish.
Yep. Not a fan.
Because I'm scared of those little ones that like murder you instantly. The murder fish.
It's so funny because I think that's on our top 10 list because I scouted that out a little bit and I was like, I wonder what this list is about. And I swear I saw something about a jellyfish that's more dangerous than a shark.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking
if it-
about?
Yeah, if it gets you, you're like, rip.
Wow. And it's itty bitty.
Yep. It's the size of your thumbnail. And no matter how many people pee on it, it doesn't fix it.
I think you're supposed to pee on the jellyfish. That's probably why the jellyfish got so mad and started
guess
killing
you-
people all of a sudden.
I guess you could.
Good morning to you, K-Lav. Thanks for hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. It's Ryan, Sean, and Mike this morning. We're talking about World Oceans Day, and if you have a preferred body of water, and now apparently microscopic, not virtually, but very small jellyfish that terrify Mike.
I tried to blow that guy up and failed.
Uh-oh. There's only
on the
one
roof.
jelly for me, and that's the jabroni variety. Have either of you been stung by a jellyfish then?
Yep.
Did it
I
hurt
mean-
real bad?
It didn't feel very good. I wasn't like, yeah, let's do it again. I mean, I was like 8, so I don't remember it a whole lot. But I mean, I'm going to assume that it wasn't a very pleasant experience.
Probably a safe assumption.
And yeah, don't pee on it if you get stung by a jellyfish. That's just a myth.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. How'd that myth start?
Someone who really liked golden showers was like, yeah, no, pee on it. It's fine.
Out here on the beach? Oh, yeah.
R. Kelly's the first one to discover that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Bah, bah, bah.
We're 18 minutes in, and Mike's going, R. Kelly and golden showers. I'm scared. What lies behind the rest of the show? Find out.
You got me for a full 3, so.
I know.
I
I know.
I think we all know.
Plenty
what
of
lies behind
time.
the rest of the show.
What's that, Sean?
I think we all know what lies behind the rest of the show. Just
I'm
more
just-
chaos.
I'm just saying, pace yourself, Mike. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
Nettle stings are meant to have pee. Jellyfish stings are meant to be vinegar. What's a nettle?
Dude, you live in the Northwest. You don't know what nettle is?
No, I don't. Wish I
You've never encountered stinging nettle? You are lucky, my friend.
What the hell is a stinging nettle?
It's a plant that stings you. And
What?
it hurts like a moth.
Why does that exist? That seems unnecessary.
I don't know. It's kind of like why does a platypus exist, you know? Like,
A stinging nettle. I'm gonna have to Google this really quick. It is 6:19, 9:19 out on the East Coast. It is 2:19 in the UK. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning on Gaming Morning Show. It's also Best Friends Day. Hey guys, you're my best friend, and we hang out in the morning because you're my best friend. It's Upsy Daisy time. It's also Call Your Doctor Day.
hold on, I'm gonna call Sean real quick.
Okay. It is not regifting day. Don't give me that crap. There's no way. It's no way it's regifting day. What the hell did you get in May that you need to regift? Okay, there's nothing that was a gift producing holiday in May. Probably.
Sunburn.
Summer gifts. Summer gifts make me feel fine. It's World Pet Memorial Day. and it is jelly-filled Mike.
No, for reals.
No,
It's so good it needed. Here, hold on.
jelly-filled donut day 2 days or like a week after donut day, which was the
absolutely.
next day of donut day. No, really?
It deserves it because it's so amazing.
I'm looking up stinging nettle as we speak.
So there's a lot of stinging nettle in Salem. I used to work when I worked at outdoor school. I would work there, and we would find it like literally all the time, and it was awful. We had a kid dive into a bunch of it once because I don't freaking know.
Mike job number 5.
Kid was like, "Yeah, let's just go." Like, ah.
So it's Urtica dioica, dioica,
God bless you.
otherwise known as common nettle. Why can't we just call it common nettle? The plant has a long history of being a source of traditional medicine, food, tea, and textile raw material. 6 subspecies.
Material was my band name in high school.
They have hollow stinging hairs called trichomes. On the leaves and the stems, they act like hypodermic needles, injecting histamine and other chemicals that produce a stinging sensation upon contact.
That's so weird. They should name it something about stinging. Probably.
See,
wait, they do.
even Aura's on board with this jelly-filled. It can't be jelly-filled.
Right there. Look, here you go.
Well, that's checkiday.com.
No, look at
That
it.
one doesn't
That's-
count.
It totally does.
Jelly donuts are the worst.
What?
Of donuts. I mean, don't get me
Whoa.
wrong. They're better than, like, I don't know, stinging nettle. But
I mean, that's accurate.
yeah, Aura, you ask a very good question. It's almost as good of a question as why don't you know about stinging nettles, Ryan? And they're just hanging out in the world? Like, are they
Chilling.
more common than poison ivy or oak?
I think they're very specific to areas, so I don't think that they're as common as like poison ivy. There you go. I posted it in the Google. In the Discord from the Google.
To find our Google, all you have to do is go to this link.
But yeah, no, nettle. I mean, I'm honestly surprised you haven't seen it because there's a lot around Salem.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
And
I don't go into nature a ton, but I mean, I don't avoid it.
I'll
either,
when I come out and visit, we'll go searching for you.
All right.
All right. And you can dive into it.
This just ended Gaming Morning Show. Apparently, Gaming Morning Show has acquired Google. So Mike has now posted into our Google what the jelly-filled donut holiday looks like. So congratulations. Every time you search, you're now part of Gaming Morning Show. So
You give me $1 every time you search Google.
that's a lot of money.
That would be amazing. Even if it was like 1 cent, I'd be rich by the end of the day.
We're rebranding. GMS now stands for Google Morning Show.
Yep. You could just take this at face value, chat. Don't research any of this. Just trust us.
don't look it up. Yeah, if you look it up, it'll be.
Speaking of Fast and Furious, we do have some Fast and the Furious news. I think they're just referring to the movies now with the letter F. So I don't know if that's a good
why not?
thing or bad thing. More loose animal news. This is not involving Tennessee, so that's a win. And
Sure hope a bear's involved.
if you ever wanted to
Believe
know
me, I looked.
what the largest dinosaur looks like, we'll tell you more about that. So it's all on the way. It feels like they're finding a new largest dinosaur like every week now.
I mean, honestly, they are because thanks to our good friend global warming, there are lots of layers that weren't out before are popping out. Hey, thanks, guys.
Aura says nettle injects a little bit of acid into you. Pee is alkaline, so this means there's a neutralization reaction. So pee on your nettle stings.
So you're telling me when the kid dove into the bush full of nettle, I should have just peed on him?
I don't think that scientifically might have been a bad idea. From a human resources perspective, could have been an issue, but could have crossed that
Gotcha.
bridge.
Okay.
Does that check out, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does.
All right. So,
Also, Mike, do you still have that job?
No, because it was a long time ago.
So there's a chance Mike doesn't have that job because he did pee on that
Yeah,
kid.
what happens?
Well, I would tell you if I peed on the kid. That would be,
That's
that'd
true.
be a
Mike
hell-
probably
hell
would
of a
tell us.
story.
That's a good story. Well, congratulations. Aura is now our Nettle P expert. So that's a title perhaps you wanted some to have. Down said, we have loads. I'll send you some. To what are you referring there?
Wait, hold on. What?
Down said, we have loads. I'll send you some. I don't know what that refers to, but it works for me. All right. Nettles. Okay. All right. Woof. That was crazy. All right. We got to get into the news. Let's get informed. The headlines of the day. Here's hashtag video game expert. It's Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, June 8th, 2021, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. We got some pre-E3 tidbits, and then a news piece that's decades in the making.
Nice.
First up,
how many decades?
So many.
one
Okay.
and a third. Almost.
That's a very specific amount of decades.
So there's a new Rainbow Six game coming out, and we will know more about it during Ubisoft's E3 presentation, which takes place this weekend. But we know this now, that Rainbow Six Quarantine has been renamed Rainbow Six Extraction.
Probably a smart move.
Probably a smart move. Surprised they didn't do this or announce this sooner. But Rainbow Six Quarantine becomes Rainbow Six Extraction.
They wanted to see how it played out.
Oh, no.
So that's the new brand for the new Rainbow Six game, which again we'll see more about this weekend. The latest co-op shooter experience in the Tom Clancy universe. There have been some small, like very small game teasers seen, and they are linked in the video that we will provide, or they're in a video and the link will provide. I like that one better.
Google.
But we'll know more. We'll know more this weekend. And Ubisoft's presentation will be on June 12th at noon Pacific time. So that'll be great. A game that's coming out even sooner, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which if you'd like to watch, you can watch Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time right here on GMS Plays. We have some information about one of the new weapons from that game. It's a new weapon which teleports objects from other PlayStation games into the game.
What?
Yeah.
That's
And so they've kind of teamed up with other developers to make this happen. But it is called the Rhino 8, which is a weapon in the game. This interdimensional portal gun can summon large objects from other dimensions and drop them on enemies.
Other
And that
dimensions?
includes
Other dimensions.
other dimensions.
Other dimensions?
Other
Other
dimensions.
dimensions.
And that includes objects and characters from other PlayStation titles, which is fantastic. So I'll be using that gun a lot because I think it'll be rather entertaining.
Does it specifically say anything like what kind of objects?
Well, there's a little video in the link we provided because that's the theme today. One of them is one of the giant like robotic dinosaur monsters from Horizon.
Is it from
Which is pretty cool
Australia?
to see.
Oh no. That's a tease.
So check that out. I think it's gonna be cool. So we'll see. We'll have to look for all kinds of little Easter eggs from other games. In a tweet, Insomniac Games tweeted out they added Gorilla, Sucker Punch, Naughty Dog, and then PlayStation in the tweet. And said hashtag Sunset Overdrive. So look for some Easter eggs specifically from Sunset Overdrive in that situation. So that's pretty cool. I like it when developers work together and do silly stuff like make a gun that drops objects from different games. Back in 2008, this small indie store opened called the Apple App Store.
So
it,
indie.
it didn't do well for a while, but now it's doing okay. And in the time since 2008, we now know, thanks to Danielle Partis of GamesIndustry.biz, that developers on the Apple App Store have made a cumulative total of $230 billion.
Wow,
I just thought it was a big number.
that is big. It's bigger than 229 billion. So,
And the part of what started this is their change in the percentage that they take from developers. Recently, up until recently, Apple took 30% of app revenue. The company has since changed that rule to benefit smaller developers, lowering the cut to 15% for all developers earning less than $1 million annually. In 2020, the total was 155 billion. Is how much the company had paid developers, and it's increased to $230 billion. So, good job, Apple.
yeah, it seems like the legacy of this is going to be more of just the disruption / innovation, right? You know, this changed the way that we consume things on mobile, and then opened the door to a lot of opportunity. And you know, there's the critical side of it, which is the 30% thing, and you talked about how they revised that. But at the same time, I mean, it's better than 0% when it doesn't exist. So I think there's pros and cons for sure. So.
True, for sure. And always last but never least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. And we have games out today. That's good.
Yay!
It's better than yesterday. We have Chivalry 2 out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC. We have Edge of Eternity out on PC, Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Neptunia Reverse out on PlayStation 5, and for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Backbone out on PC.
Huh. Backbone. I thought
Not
that was a peripheral.
biased.
Truthfully, I mean, isn't that what that thing that I keep raving
Yeah,
about on my
the-
Instagram ads looks like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called a Backbone.
Well,
I'm
there's a
assuming
game.
this is a different Backbone.
Maybe
you could play
Backbone is-
Backbone using your Backbone.
Just maybe the Backbone game is just the app available to play your Backbone with on your phone. I don't know. Well, congratulations! It's out today, and it is our name of the morning, Backbone, available for PC. And if you would have a hankering to win said game, you might be able to do so in July when we give away our name of the month for the month of June. Right now, we're setting up this week to give away our name of the month for the month of May. What is the name of the month? We have to wait to find out. We'll reveal that on the day that we give it away. And if you are a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into it. Coming up on Friday, you mentioned you're going to be playing Ratchet & Clank on GMS Plays. That's at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. At 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, so just a half hour after our show is over, we'll actually sign back on. We'll play GMS Games, which is Jackbox Party Pack. So we're going to play some of those games with people from the community. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you also get double entries and also participant priorities. So that would allow you to play Jackbox Party Pack with us. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time coming up this Friday on GMS. 6:34 West Coast time, 9:34 out in the East, and 2:34 in the UK. Loose Animal seems to be kind of a niche for us now. And I don't know what that means. It means that we really like these stories or that it's happening more often. I think it's a little bit of both. What's happening in Rhode Island, Mike?
So I really tried to find a bear story, but there was barely any news.
Barely any news.
However,
Zesty.
if you live in Rhode Island, be on the lookout, folks. In Rhode Island, the donkeys are loose. Namely, just one donkey. A driver on a Rhode Island road captured video of an unusual pedestrian wandering in the roadway. A loose donkey, in case you weren't sure. Authorities in Johnston, Rhode Island, which is a town in Rhode Island, said the donkey was first spotted about 7 p.m. Sunday near the border with Skitswat.
It was what?
Whoops.
Whoa.
Bless you.
some town and was seen again at 8:30 p.m.
Town, Rhode
But
Island.
police were unable to locate the wandering animal. So this thing is a master of disguise and camouflage and evasion. It's incredible. The city of Johnston famously dealt with a loose steer that escaped on its way to a slaughterhouse in February, and the animal was on the loose for nearly 2 months
Oh my
before
gosh.
being recaptured. Apparently, either Johnston, Rhode Island, is a hotspot for aliens abducting animals and then bringing them back, or just the police force should probably, have a refresher on how to look for things.
I mean,
Um,
have they
so-
considered fences? Are there any fences available in Rhode Island?
So the city's authorities also dealt with a trio of nuisance turkeys that caused traffic hazards for weeks in 2018.
Nuisance turkeys.
Mayor Joseph Policina said the donkey could prove difficult to corral.
No.
He looks like he's in good shape. He's fast.
Oh my
Policina told the Providence Journal, "I'm hoping my animal control people can keep up with him." So, what
Donkey's
the
been
heck?
working out. Been doing some
Seriously?
Pilates.
Folks, this is a real story. This is like, oh man, these are real words from a mayor that was elected by the people.
And not just one of the
It
dog
was-
mayors, like a legitimate mayor, a human mayor.
No, yeah, and he's concerned that his animal control people can't keep up with the donkey. And again, keep in mind, just a few months ago, a steer was lost for 2 months, and also there were some nuisance turkeys a couple years ago. So don't move to Johnson, folks, unless you don't want your peace.
It's a nuisance of turkeys.
Ooh, what is this? So yeah, Johnston, Rhode Island, steer clear. Get it,
boy.
steer. It's ridiculous.
That's barely believable.
Ba, 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 ba.
I mean, K-Laugh already dropped well, you know, they do say squats are good for your donkeys, so...
What?
Well, when you do squats, it really firms up your donkey.
I get it. Yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, there's a video too. You guys should watch the video. It's in the it's in the link Ryan posted. It's the donkey just walking down the street, smoking ando, sipping on gin and hay, laid back.
No confirmation if the hay was actually there. Nuisance turkey sounds like a default name from Reddit.
That's a good band name. Nuisance turkey.
I just get to see Stuffkins checking in. Food Morning and also Prototype said hi during the news. Good to see you as well. It is World Oceans Day, so we are asking you about your favorite or preferred bodies of water. Okay. And if you have any cool water stories. Earlier I talked about swimming with rays, so... Prototype says he's just looking for Shrek. Shrek was a well-known kids movie, and it featured a sidekick that was named Donkey.
Who was the donkey?
I believe that was
Flying
played by Eddie
talking
Murphy.
donkey.
No, his name was Donkey, but he was also a donkey.
Oh yes, it was both. Name was Donkey, voiced by Eddie Murphy, who was also a donkey.
Nope.
When asked for comment, the donkey said, that was worth giving up that goal.
Donkey. That's terrible. That's right. Anyone who runs against this guy this year, I mean, you have so much fuel. Look, if you want a mayor that's going to lose a donkey and a cow and allow turkeys to roam free and create disturbances,
He also
this
has
is,
no
this
faith in
is your guy.
his animal control.
Yeah, if you want a guy who's going to let his animal control just not be able to chase a turkey, this is your guy. Oh, it's just chilling there. Almost hit it in.
Is that the the campaign slogan? If you
What
want
do
a
you run
guy
on?
who
I'm
will just
anti donkey, anti steer,
anti-nuisance turkeys.
anti nuisance turkeys. I kind of want to just create flyers and go to this town's like Facebook page and just post them on there. Have you seen me?
I just picture this is another story from now. Is it written Hopper? I thought it was Ben Hooper. Either way,
It's Ben Hooper
from
yeah.
UPI.
I
And,
want this guy's job.
well, I'm pretty sure Ben just sits around just monitoring the animal news feed at this point because it seems like things keep getting loose all over the place.
If you're looking for loose animal news, Ben's your guy. Just give him a call. Hey, Ben.
Also, if you're looking for loose animal news, why? Are you also gaming morning show?
Yeah, I was really hoping there was another bear, like, loose in something. But there wasn't. The bears have been controlled, folks.
or they're saving it up. The Bears have something big planned.
So bad. Well, how? They've already, 6 of them invaded those poor teenagers.
Oh, just you wait what they're doing next.
Yeah.
14 of them go to the mall. Whoopsie.
Stuffkin said, my favorite body of water is you guys because you're mostly water and love.
Oh, snuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice save.
I just love that's unfortunate. It's gonna blow people up now. Hey, you're one of life's losers.
We lost today. That's okay. It's 6:43 on the West Coast. We're ready up. We'll play one more. It's 9:43 out on the East. 2:43 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. I am Ryan. That is Sean and Mike with us this morning. You can find us on Twitter, and that's where you can also catch all of the past Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news, etc. We'll have Kim Chica join us for 5 Questions GMS, a fantastic streamer primarily from the indie game scene. And we're going to be focusing on indie game aspects of Summer Game Fest, which starts on Thursday as well. Stick around for that. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show in the 8 o'clock hour on Thursday.
She lives in India.
I see. In the indie games, I get it.
Indie.
Indianapolis games.
Indie.
They're games from the Indianapolis.
Oh, he moved. Oh God, and then I got hit. That's not nice, people.
Oh, man.
Luca. Hello, Sancho.
We got a couple of teams that are flying today.
Body of water does flooding count? Oh,
No, I mean yes, but no, I've never heard that before. Live stream whilst flooded.
I mean, why not, right?
I mean, did everything turn out okay? And how flooded are we talking? Like, we're talking a house flood, or are we talking like the whole river broke the levee flood?
Since he was floating on his shed, I'm gonna guess it's probably more the latter.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, not many house
Yeah.
floods result in you floating outside on your shed.
Oh, missed.
Good morning, Sencho. It's good to see you as well. World Oceans Day today.
I'm a big fan of Frank Ocean.
Ugh. These guys just won't stop hitting the ball.
There's Billy
Like, it
Ocean.
hasn't even hit the ground. They just, just chill.
Oh yeah, I heard about those floods. Prototype.
Wow, you got me back.
Nobody blows up that person.
Apparently not. Nobody puts baby in explosions. Again, that's just rude.
Nice shot.
Get in the goal.
We all remember the hit single "Your Body Is a Waterland." So many great oceans spotlighted in that song.
There's the movie Waterworld. That was pretty awful.
That was pretty bad.
It was not great.
Although I was watching again a Watch Mojo style video where it's like top 10 like movie like revelations or good things that came out of like otherwise horrible movies, and one was apparently Waterworld did something, and I can't remember, it had to do with visual effects with everyone had gills in that movie, or if it had something to do with water, like the way that they were able to film water. Can't remember, but so apparently Waterworld is well known for something other than being an
I was
awful
gonna say
movie.
being a terrible movie.
Yeah,
That's
except
what
for
it's
that.
known for.
In addition to that. Peekaboo, good morning to you, Lady K. It's good to see you on Gaming Morning Show. I think the most often heard sound when I play Rocket League is me trying to go with turbo or a boost when there's
Click,
no
click,
turbo
click,
or a
click,
boost.
click.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, took a turn.
Nice work.
Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Still one of the best Simpsons episodes of all time.
Absolutely. Sharknado. Hopeful so soon. It's getting to VFX. That's true.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that. Yeah, because Full Sail University is, well, I think it's a for-profit university, right?
It is. Yes. I mean, aren't most universities for profit?
I mean, technically, no.
I'm currently undergoing this issue. Undergoing? Is it? Oh god.
Yeah, because I'm
I just
legitimately.
scored using Ryan.
You did. I legitimately asked that question because it makes me wonder if there's, like, if a movie that's kind of, you know, panned like Sharknado is actually an opportunity for people to get into certain aspects of the industry. So, I don't think that's a bad thing.
I guess there's a lot of things like that where people put stuff together and are able, you know, they're like, oh, like, okay, you can do. It's the whole like showing what you can do as opposed to just
I was still getting in
talking about it.
position.
Whether it's like designing apps or anything like that. So
I wonder how they fly through the air. I've been trying to practice that, and I still suck at it. Nice job, Mike.
Nice work.
boom.
Yeah,
Thanks, Sick Saj.
in Gulf Shores, they even had there was a sandbar out there in the middle. I mean, the Gulf of Mexico is not bad. I'm not lying.
I think next year we might look at Gulf Shores.
Well, and even like I was thinking about you in that scenario where it's like I mentioned it. It reminded me a lot of Hawaii, white sandy beaches and all that stuff. But you know, for someone who doesn't like to fly, you know, you can get there on the mainland.
Heck yeah. I'd probably make an exception for Hawaii though. I'd go.
See, I mean, I guess the reward's worth it, but that seems like that would be so tough because it's so long of a flight.
It is. Luckily, I have some edible friends that could probably help me.
Oh, gotcha.
Gummy
Yeah.
bears. Yeah, they help
Yeah,
me too.
exactly. No, exactly.
Mike's
Or
got some
Twizzlers.
gummy bears. He's got some gummy bears.
Uh-oh.
He just had me fly by him or them while, like, watch. He just puts it on top of his head. He's like, all right, this guy's gonna come save this. I'll just wait.
Yeah, he's like sucker. These guys are obviously on peds.
When you play Rocket League, do you imagine yourself more like David Beckham or Vin Diesel? Says Downs. I like to think of a team up, like one that does the pedals and the other one does the steering wheel.
I think of myself more like Mr. Bean, honestly. Uh-oh. I'm in the goal.
Wow.
I don't like these guys. A tournament winner. Season 2 tournament winner. Great. That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
We're getting pwned by some champions here.
Well, we had the lead like 4 seconds ago, and then
That's true.
that Luca person was like, you know what? That was cute.
Oh, dang it, Luca. Don't let it hit the ground. Let it hit the ground.
All right, it's
Hey,
6:52.
at least we were beaten by, like, yeah,
A tournament winner,
that guy.
like from season 2. It is 6:52 West Coast time. It is 9:52 out of the East Coast. 2:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. It's exciting that you're here. Check out tomorrow. We're gonna have a Copia Peter Wright takeover stream. It's happening at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Guess it has something to do with Grand Theft Auto. There's going to be a lot of guest appearances by people from Copia's community. You can find out more at twitch.tv/Copia. It is now 6:52, as I mentioned, so time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know. I am the one good moron to you. It is good to see you on Twitch. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Also, big thanks to Aura and Axe for the host this morning, and Fire Gaming 27 for the follow on Twitch. You can find us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, sometimes on Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv as well. Celebrating a birthday today, Bonnie Tyler turns 70 today. Singer.
I love Bonnie Tyler.
I can't tell if he's being serious.
Saturday. Did she sing that Saturday in the Park song? Saturday in the Park. But no.
I mean,
4th of
maybe.
July.
I don't know who Bonnie Tyler is.
She released an album this year, though. That's
Okay.
pretty-
Is that a
Was-
fun fact, or is that just her job?
Yeah, that's.
I think that's just her job.
It's a fun
Yeah.
fact about her job output. Keenan Ivory Wayans is 63 today.
Wow, that's all. I feel like he's been around since like 1904.
Actress Juliana Margulies turns 54 today.
Hold on. So Keenan Ivory Wayans actually has a really fun fact, and I know we don't like the whole like they've starred in movies thing, but his says he had a cameo appearance in an early episode of Cheers. So that's actually quite interesting because that's not.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect Keenan Ivory Wayans to show up. In
But
Cheers.
doesn't cameo mean like they play themselves? Or can it
No,
be
it
either?
just means that they were there.
Okay,
Yeah, it
like a
means that they
small
had
role
a
kind of
small
thing.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juliana Margulies has mentioned 54 today. Rapper Kanye West turns 44 as well
God.
today. No, it's 54 and 44. Okay, TV personality. I just didn't want to make Mike have to exude frustration. TV personality Ashley Darby is 33 today. Rapper Lil Mouse is 22 today. We have a lot of, I don't know what you would call them, but 44, 33, 22. The digits repeat. I was gonna say redundant birthdays, but that's not true.
Oh.
Round birthday? I don't know. Anyway, there's the numbers repeat themselves.
It's Maria Menounos' birthday. She's not on this list. That surprises me. Do you know who Maria Menounos is?
No.
Yeah, she keeps me company when I'm waiting for movies to start.
Yeah.
In like one of those like Cinemark things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
cool.
that's exactly it. She was on like was it E or one of those networks?
Oh, like an Entertainment Tonight type thing.
yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
But she's everywhere. She's always on Dan Patrick. I'm surprised you don't know her.
I just maybe don't know the name, so. But I am just happy that you let me say Entertainment Tonight so I could do do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah,
I
no
really
problem.
like their theme song. There's a great Wings episode, which was a really old sitcom, but the engineer, I want to say, or
Wow.
the mechanic, could play the piano because it could play the Entertainment Tonight theme song really well. And then they'd ask him to play something else. He's like, sure. And then he'd play Entertainment Tonight again. And that's the only thing he could play on the piano. Good morning to you, Dr. Chicken. Good morning to you, Master Jordy. Thank you for the host on Twitch.
Nancy Sinatra's 81.
Ryan, numbers with the same digit are called repdigits.
sorry, who?
Repdigits. Thank you, Caleb.
Reptiles?
You could have told me, Caleb, that repeating digits, the numbers of the same digit are called phenophaphagers. And I would have been like,
Snuffleupagus?
what? Yeah, sure, absolutely. So,
I love Snuffleupagus.
any other birthdays? I saw Jerry Stiller was on this list. The recently
Joan
passed
Rivers.
Jerry Stiller.
Heavenly birthday.
Nothing
Who I still
caught
don't
my
believe
eye.
is dead. She's just laying in wait. She'll be back. Oh yes, she will be back.
Sean, you had one?
Sorry.
No, nothing caught my eye.
Yeah, nothing really. No.
No drummers though. I didn't see any drummers.
Me neither.
Okay.
Sad.
Let's see. This day in gaming history, there was one from before 1995, but it had one of those. This episode of this show played on the TV one time, and in the background on the left-hand side, you can see the Donkey Kong machine. No confirmation whether or not the Donkey Kong machine was getting sued while in the episode. So all these are after the Millennium started. 2004, Atlas released Shining Force for Game Boy Advance. Did I say that? Maybe. Like I said, you could have told me, Jordy, that that's what the same digit phenomenon is. So I'm also gonna have to look up a word. Stand by.
Something like a phenomenon. Something like
A chemical compound with the
Phenomenon.
formula C20H14O4 is often written as Hlin or in shorthand notation.
Sorry, say that again.
I said it's a chemical compound with the formula C20H14O4 and is often written as Hlin or in shorthand
Gotcha. Okay,
notation.
Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, but that's not what you wrote. That's phenolphthalein. If we had channel points and I was streaming by myself, you'd have to have one where it's like make Ryan pronounce a word, right? I don't know.
Ryan say things.
Honestly, I'm just gonna give myself 2. I think I've said so many things wrong in this first hour already. I need to add 2 to the counter because, yeah, that clearly.
I think at any given point, you're probably safe to add a couple.
Hey, I
At
sometimes
the
have.
end of the show, just add 3. It's
That's
fine.
some very flawless shows. Thank you very much. 2009, Nintendo released Wii Motion Plus. It was an attachment for the Wii controller. It gave you more precise motion control.
How
Oh,
precise?
yeah.
So
Was
precise.
there any haptic feedback on it?
Yeah, was that the fancy rumble
No.
shot?
Is that the fancy
No,
one?
they didn't have haptic feedback until
Oh, okay.
the current generation.
You needed the Wii Motion Plus Plus. It came with the subscription.
Dude,
2005,
those things sucked.
PlayStation Portable firmware 1.52 was released in Japan.
Angry.
1.52. 2010, Konami released Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker for PlayStation 3. Same year, Green Day Rock Band came out for PlayStation 3. The favorite song of the whole thing was Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
It's the best.
Peace Walker? Is that the R. Kelly game?
In 2010, Hello Games released Joe Danger for the PlayStation 3.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go. That's this day in gaming history. How we doing, chat? It's Oceans Day.
Joe Danger.
Protect the oceans, okay? They'll protect you if you protect the
Don't
ocean.
pee in it though. It gets
K-Laugh.
old and-
No.
And it sends things to bite you.
No. You know what my favorite body of water is? An Oasis. Because they play Wonderwall. K-Laugh. All right, we got to say goodbye to Sean. Everyone ready for this, or do we want to pretend that it's not happening?
Bye to Sean.
Wow. Okay. Sean, get the hell out of here, I guess. Jeez,
You
Mike.
gotta leave.
Right?
You gotta leave. Sorry.
All right, Sean's
It's
already
my
gone.
day. It's my. There can be only one.
Be sure to call your doctor today, because it's Call Your Doctor Day. So
Oh, I gotta call Sean again.
if you get more than 3 phone calls from Mike today, please let us know, Sean.
We'll do.
All right, goodbye, Sean. We'll miss you. Goodbye. All right, Mike and I will take you the rest of the way up until 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. We appreciate hanging out. Coming up next hour, we'll have sports. And also 10 intriguing mysteries lurking beneath the ocean. It's a list on World Oceans Day. So if you want to know the creepy
Only
stuff that we have, I'm sure they could have made a top 100
There's a
list of
lot.
these kind of things. So yeah, we'll figure it all out. It's coming up next on Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We'll be right back.
What I can see, you're doing everything. Now I'm seeing everything different.
Hello, everyone. This is Joel invading the stream here on the greatest gaming morning show in the universe to give you guys an update about Final Checkpoint each week. Ben, Logan, and I discuss the latest video game news from the past week. We also have a second show called Final Boss Squad where we discuss all of the fun games we've been playing, including new releases, demos, and the dreaded backlog games that haunt our very dreams. Catch us recorded live on Sundays, twitch.tv/loadlastcheckpoint, 8 p.m. Pacific time, or for audio versions of Final Checkpoint and Final Boss Squad, make sure to follow the Final Checkpoint podcast feed on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, and Google Podcast services for new episodes every Tuesday. Thanks again for all the support. See ya!
Than I ever thought could be. Without a Scottsdale has done it for me. Everything better than Lake City ever did. You see, without a Scottsdale is like a dream. A 13-year-old girl may close her eyes and see. Without a Scottsdale has changed the way I see myself, and you know it's everything.
In a world where keyboards just won't work, one streamer is determined to make it right.
I want a D that works. I need the D to work.
A quest that would take her on a journey of a lifetime. With her baby daddy by her side,
That's how we do, baby.
It's not my baby
Let
daddy
me-
or my
I
anytime
just
near
got
soon
it.
future baby daddy.
she overcame all odds and fixed the D.
My D has been broken for so long, but I touched it. It was so good, and it feels so good to have a D that works.
This summer, Superphonic,
Sorry, KK.
Kiki Lowe starring The Lost City of D, a gaming morning show production.
Ryan, go. Go, Ryan.
Optimus, I really like you a lot. Okay. But that might have
What?
been one of the silliest things I've ever heard you say. And you've done a lot of silly things. All right?
Silly man.
I just want to tell you, okay, that Toby was not cut out to do anything Spider-Man related. No. Not gonna do it. That's what you want.
They're stuck. They're my old.
No.
Okay.
Someone help.
They're my old.
Mike needs
Oh
assistance.
gosh.
Oh no, it's falling apart. And you thought this.
Oh sweet. I now have a sniper rifle and a bazooka. And some shotgun ammo. What is this? And another sniper rifle. Okay. Ooh.
GMS, List of the Day, and Sports, coming up on Gaming Morning Show. It's time for GMS. Right now,
Morning gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. It is Ryan and Mike. We have 2 more hours left this morning. 7:08 out on the West Coast, 10:08 on the East Coast, 3:08 in the UK. Thanks for being with us. 10 intriguing mysteries lurking beneath the ocean coming up in just a little bit on the show. Also, sports coming up at the end of the hour on World Oceans Day. World Oceans Day.
I like oceans. They're cool.
Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean, Frank Ocean, Don Ocean, Mike Ocean, Caro Ocean, Ramalama Ocean Dong. I don't know.
All like, do you remember all the beach, not movies, because that's well before even our time, but like all the Beach Boys-esque sounding music, like
jeez.
surf music.
That's all I listened to as like a little kid. Was we had a tape that we got from it was like the Shell gas station or whatever. So like really long ago, gas stations used to like give stuff away, and that was one of the things they gave away with like $10 of like you fill it up, you get a tape. Because yes, at one point $10 filled up your car. But yeah, so there was like a beach tape, and I listened to that thing like crazy.
Yeah, I remember having Beach Boys tapes too, and I swear they were hand-me-downs, but I'd believe you. So
It was cool. Little little GTO was on there. Obviously the Beach Boys were on there. What else was on there? The Johnny B. Good was on there. Oh man, I wore that out.
It is 7:09 as I mentioned, and we're talking to you about World Oceans Day, asking you the question, favorite body of water. Is there any type of body of water that absolutely just creeps you out in the sense of like, man, I can't stand going into the lake. The lake worries me. Let us know in the chat. The International Day, World Oceans Day, takes place annually in July. Nope, June 8th, because today's June.
Yep.
Looking to increase public interest in the protection of the ocean and the sustainable management of resources. Did you know 66% of the world is covered in a blanket of rich, vibrant blue from its depths once all came to life on Earth, and it continues to house an immense amount of life. Did you know that?
I did because I'm a nerd. I used to teach about watersheds and stuff. So yeah.
I'm guessing that the reason 66% is the number there is that must be ocean water, and then is roughly 9% is other types
Fresh
of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a lot of fresh water on the planet, which is kind of funny. Well,
I mean,
don't know
scary.
if funny is the word. Yeah, maybe funny isn't the word. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of fresh water, and a lot of the fresh water is kind of gray water, so it's not what you drink.
Yeah.
Not
So
very bad.
the other 25% of the Earth's surface, by the way, is covered by former Denver Broncos cornerback and Hall of Famer Champ Bailey. So,
Terrible.
How'd you get?
It was a good joke though.
How'd you get the Brian Dawkins helmet?
Right there, baby. Look at that.
It just showed
Brian
up in the mail.
Dawkins. So when the NFL draft was happening, the Philadelphia Eagles subreddit was having like a draft contest where you like did stuff, and I was like, whatever. So I just inputted a bunch of things, and I got Devontae Smith, and I figured out like the order, and apparently I won.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so it was like 2 weeks after the draft, I got a note saying, "Hey, you got to send us your email or your address, or we can't send you this." And I was like, "Why are you sending it for?" And turns out it was because I won. Yeah, so I got a Brian Dawkins autographed mini helmet.
Good luck fitting that on your noggin.
Yeah, I tried one. Didn't work very well.
That is the link between you and me, Brian Dawkins,
Yeah, you guys stole
former
Brian Dawkins.
Eagles and Broncos great.
Stole him in the night.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch, The Wild Carnage. It is good to see you. Good moron to you. We're into our second hour.
Top of the moron.
The Blanket is the world's oceans, and they serve as one of the most popular vacation spots in the world and play a vital role in the economy of countries worldwide. Across the briny deep, massive amounts of cargo cross each year, etc. World's Ocean Day celebrates the ocean and the important role it plays in our lives.
The ocean's a pretty cool place.
Are you afraid of open water?
Not really. It was a pretty bad movie, but I mean, it wasn't terrible, I guess. Just kidding. But no, yeah, open water doesn't really freak me out that much. I mean, it's obviously not where I'd want to be, more often than not. But yeah, I'd say it's cool. It is what it is. Some people are super like freaked out by that. Are
Yeah,
you
like-
one of them?
Yeah, no, open water's fine to me.
No.
I just, for some reason, pictured that kind of going hand in hand with the idea of flying. But it sounds like you're more afraid of like the
The air
crash.
dying.
The crash itself, yeah.
It's very quick stop. Yeah.
I knew that about you, Dr. Chick, my good friend Carnage, who met Copia before me. Yeah, Carnage I've seen in the Kiki Cup, I want to say, but certainly I've seen Carnage around. So thank you for the follow. We appreciate that on Twitch. And Dr. Chick was actually having a solid day yesterday. Let me shout out Dr. Chick after this whoever scores next. But Dr. Chick was doing a recommendation on a Kate Zade stream yesterday for a raid, and then I just kind of, like, you remember how you described finding Kathleen L., who was our guest last week for 5 questions. You know, I just kind of followed that train around of who got raided next, and then the next raid after that, and found some pretty cool people.
I mean, that's a super fun way to do this, because it's like, I mean, these are people I don't think I would ever found Kathleen L. With, by myself. I mean, every once in a while I'll look in the recommended things, but I mean, not all the time. So, but yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff in there. Sometimes I've come into a couple people, but yeah, they're just the raid trains are a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right,
like when this show goes off, when I go to work, I'll just leave my computer on with Twitch open just for the lurk number, because lurking is important too, like Kate Zade says. And yeah, sometimes when I get home, I'll just pop on for a few minutes and see where things are, and see who's up, because there's been some pretty cool people. And the browse function on Twitch is actually kind of terrible. So.
Sencho says, didn't fly for 25 years until I met my now wife, which got me over the phobia. Huh. So what was that first flight like for you, Sencho? And where did you go?
You want to hear something funny, Sencho? I went the other way. My wife and I got married in New York. Oh, wow. Off the post. We got married in New York. We lived in Oregon, and we flew across country for the wedding. And on the way back from Albany to Chicago, I had the worst panic attack I think I've ever had in my life. Wouldn't get on the plane and ended up taking a train from Chicago to Portland.
Oh, wow. The
55
Empire
hours.
Builder.
It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, I've ridden in the Empire Builder a couple times, but never that far. I've always gotten out in Montana. So.
Yeah, we passed Glacier National Park. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, for those who do like trains, but have never been
fun.
in the U.S., the U.S. train system, I mean, it is flawed for sure. Like, it could be a whole lot better. But that said, the Empire Builder is a train that runs like the northern part of the U.S. from Portland, Oregon to Chicago, Illinois. And it leaves Portland, Oregon in the afternoon. And so you go through what's called the Gorge, which is between the Oregon and the Washington border on the Columbia River. And it's beautiful because as it's sun setting, and this is in the summertime, the sun setting, you can sit in the observation car and you can have a cocktail or whatever, just sitting there watching it, sun go down. And then you get to eastern Washington, which is not as pretty as you would hope because it's very flat.
It's not bad.
It's just very flat and dry. So relative to the Gorge, for sure.
Yeah.
So it gets dark out, so you go to sleep, okay, because it's an overnight trip. And then you wake up the next morning, and you're in Glacier National Park, and you're drinking coffee with the sunrise. It's beautiful. So
Make sure though that you get a sleeping car when you take this trip, because I did not, and yeah, it sucked because you're just stuck in a seat. And then once you get so for me, like from Chicago to Milwaukee, the train was packed, and that was awful because I had like a bunch of stuff with me, and so yeah, there was this old lady who just kept talking to me the whole time, and I just like want to look at the world, right? Because I hadn't traveled that part of the U.S. and but the lady was like, "Where are you coming from? What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, lady, shut up! I don't want to tell you that I just had a panic attack and left my wife at the airport." But yeah, it was gorgeous. Just get a sleeping car, and then the little kid who is listening to the X-Men audiobook where it made noises the whole freaking time. All I heard was Wolverine's claws go shing 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 for like 40 hours. And they got off in Washington, so it was like I got them the whole time.
your trip results may vary. There's not a Wolverine audiobook on every single plane, every single train.
Hopefully.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if that was like Amtrak's standard issue?
They handed
kids
out.
thing.
Like, oh, you're a kid. Here you go. Shing shing shing.
Yeah, we've done the sleeper car once, and it's very expensive. But if you can get one, definitely try to.
Fun.
I had a pretty good job the first time I rode in coach sleeping, because it was not packed like you described. But I eventually, at one point, rode the train for the first time in a while, and just tried to sleep on the observation floor, which was gross. And I couldn't do it because there's not enough space between the seats and the wall. So that was my limitation. That was the one place I've never been able to successfully fall asleep in. So
Dang, son.
we put up a valiant fight, Mike.
This.
Valiant
That's a
fight.
juglet. I failed.
7:20 on the West Coast. It is 10:20 out on the East. It is 3:20 for those watching in the UK. Sancho says, first, I actually took a test flight to work for work to Berlin, which is a 1-hour flight. I was so wet when I got off that plane. Then like a month later, I went to my wife's country of Georgia, which is like 4 hours. So much sweat. Oh my gosh. Now I even like when the plane starts shaking. See, Mike? Central got over it. You want to get on a turbulent plane?
No. I've been on a few of them. They were terrible. I hated them so much.
Oh. I'm very thankful that I don't have a fear of flying because I really like to travel, and it sounds like you do too. And imagine it's a lot easier when you can fly.
Yeah. Driving is amazing.
I actually really do like to drive as well, but I do like flying to get to places more quickly. 7:21 on the East Coast, as I mentioned. Lax Pirate is here. Good morning to you, Lax. It's good to see you. Yeah, I actually saw Mike had a Pride antenna topper, and I was like, oh, I want one of those too. And then I saw there was wheels, and so I put those on my car, and now we match. So
they were free $99.
Free $99. Yep. How many economies is that?
6 economies.
It's actually 0 economies. They're free.
Oh,
Mike. So,
well, how do you know how much an economy actually is?
Maybe it's a construct.
Oh, dang.
So, we're excited you're here. Kajito is here.
Good moron.
Good moron to you as well. The gooderest of morons. And if for some reason you're eating this morning,
Remember, if you're getting food, you must show and tell when you come back.
F9.
My oatmeal's gone.
Oh, gross. Don't show me your oatmeal bowl. Ugh, gross. Cannes Film Festival. Is it Cannes or Cannes? Cannes.
Yeah.
Cannes?
Sure.
Cannes? Something like
Okay.
that. This is an
Great,
exclusive story from Variety's Elsa Keslassi. Latest installment in the new Fast and the Furious world. It's going to have, quote, planetary blockbuster written all over it, Variety has learned. Apparently this is actually a heading that Cannes, one of the two, gives to certain movies. So you got Vin Diesel, you got John Cena.
Yeah, it is. John Cena. That's why he left.
And Michelle Rodriguez is one of my favorite actresses. Highly anticipated movie. Already over the international box office milestone, 250 million worldwide, and it's set for local release July 14th. And French premiere as part of the Beachfront public screening. Would you go? Have you done a film festival in general? Would you go to like a big one?
No. Just easy answer to that.
I mean, I'd want to because of all the people, but I just, as you know, don't watch a ton of movies. So,
well, we've also gone through this. Like, I hate going to movies with people because right. That's why all these I hate to watch parties, and I feel really bad because like Grim, for example, is always like, "Hey, you should come. We're doing a Marvel watch through. You should come." And I'm just like, can't. Or when WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out, she was like, come watch it. But then people talk and you miss things, and you can't be like, excuse me, can you like rewind that 30 seconds? I missed something. You know, like you just can't do that. That's not how it works. So I hate watching movies with people.
Let's see. Variety was
during
told
the film festival, I'd be like, "Shut up! I'm watching it."
A planetary blockbuster would premiere during the 2021 edition of Cannes. Rumors and wild guesses have been swirling as to what that film would be, and it turns out it will be F9, according to Elsa Keslassi
9
of Variety.
I believe it was
Sancho says Fast and Furious should go to space, probably by F16. They'll figure it out. Probably.
How do you know they're not already? I mean, technically they are in space because, you know, Earth is a planetary body, so it's in space.
Fast and Furious, Moonslide.
Are they going to start, like, just drifting on the moon? That'd be so wonderful. Slowest movie ever.
Down says John Cena is in every movie. You just can't see him. Oh, really? So John Cena's got an extra role in every single movie.
He's here right now.
I do like his theme. I do like his entry music.
Oh, yeah?
By the way, Sencho's with you. WandaVision was so good, except for the end. Didn't like that part. Wow.
I thought the end was phenomenal.
Okay. Do you want my take on the end?
Sure,
It was
I'm sure
great.
you've watched it many times.
I don't know what happened. I did see it. I think I know what happened because I saw somebody compile scenes from the premiere and the series or the season finale on Twitter. So I think I have an idea.
Yeah. Just share it.
Too bad John Cena never enters when his intro music runs. Kind of rude. What? Is that true?
It takes him a while.
Gotcha.
No, it's not. It's not true.
John Cena caused some sort of flap in China. Thank you, Chris and me.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
good moron.
Top of the moron.
Let's do this. It's World Oceans Day. We are asking you about your favorite body of water. What is your favorite body of water? Do you have any interesting stories? I talked about being in the Gulf of Mexico and we're surrounded by rays. Like, just kind of looked at my feet and I'm like, oh, those are rays. They just swam right by me, and then I got out of the water because it kind of freaked me out because I wasn't expecting rays. Plus, I couldn't help but think of Steve Irwin, and then everyone on the beach was just kind of following them down because they could see them from the beach all the way to the end. So that was kind of a cool
To
story.
be fair, I feel like I almost said Master Jordy because I saw his name. I almost feel like Steve Irwin had like a bounty out on him by like the animals are like, yo, I'm so sick of this dude touching us. Like anyone gets a shot, take it. You know. That's my thought.
And then the ray got it.
And then the Ray's like, yeah, what do I win? And they're like, I don't know, like fish. Well, okay. That's
Like
terrible.
fish. This is a top 10 list. Top 10 intriguing mysteries lurking beneath the ocean. It's written by Gregory Myers for listverse.com. It is from June 2016. So if someone's thought of more mysteries since then, they may not be on this list.
Building a mystery.
We'll start with number 10 on this
1,
list.
0.
The large creature, amorphous
No, you
creature
gotta say the word
on
Yeah,
camera.
Good. Very good.
There, thank you. No mispronunciation. Do I get one off my mispronunciation counter?
No.
All right.
That's like a push for the day after the other one. F word, P word, whatever. it was.
Yeah, I tried to actually say the one that Jordy gave us, and I failed. I'm at 97 right now. Apparently, there was a video online that passed with kind of a blob-like looking creature that was near an oil rig. It actually pulsated nearby for quite some time. And it caught the attention of pretty much everyone who was on this oil rig. Some speculated as a completely unknown creature. Others said it's proof of an alien presence. However, research is quick to point out that the creature wasn't particularly mysterious. It, in fact, was an absolutely gigantic jellyfish.
Yeah, see? There you go, right? Forget that. No jellyfish.
Yeah, I'm going to put this into the chat. You get a head start on us sharing the list. Holy cow, this thing is gross looking.
Yeah, sure is.
Ew.
9.
Number 9 is what? The alleged crystal pyramid hidden deep under the ocean.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is that where
Stories tell
Aquaman
us-
lives?
Yeah, probably. It's where all the survivors from the Titanic are. Stories tell of strange crystal pyramids found deep beneath the oceans, allegedly near the Bermuda Triangle. Those fascinated by these wonders point out that most scientists know of them but aren't looking more closely, possibly for conspiratorial reasons.
Dun, dun, dun.
However, the real mystery here is why these tales about crystal pyramids under the ocean keep popping up, because absolutely none of it is true. It's a hoax from decades ago. A crystal orb, i.e. a hunk of glass with supposedly magical properties, was found resting at the top of these alleged pyramids. The charlatans fooled a few people, but there was never truth to any of it. Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense. There's not actually anything there. It was just a really good Photoshop, basically, by people. However, the Earth is hollow, the world is flat, and aliens are ignoramus.
That checks out.
Yes. 8.
This is about a jellyfish that apparently can regenerate some cells of its body.
Yeah, Ken.
This jellyfish can reactivate earlier programs encoded into its DNA and also switch cells to almost anything they need to be. Some have seen potential for humans to figure out how to use the jellyfish's abilities to provide things like anti-cancer weapons, but they have not been able to figure it out. They call it the Benjamin Button jellyfish.
7.
That's cool. What did they call it before Benjamin Button came out? Nothing. Was Atlantis real or was it all a fictional allegory? This isn't really something. Whatever. Okay. That's fine. So many
Just
theories
read
of
the story.
Many theories about the lost city of Atlantis are completely wild and beyond belief.
You're reading.
Some say that Atlantis is located in the Bermuda Triangle, even though the legend never puts it anywhere near there. Some believe it somehow survived as a domed city deep underwater. More reasonable theories, although still somewhat wild. At least look for actual ruins in part of the world that would make sense. Yeah, most people believe that Atlantis was an allegory by Plato, or that means he made it up. Or there's also a potential that it was a different city, and that Plato used it as inspiration for Atlantis. So, that's cool. Sencho, Florida is also going to be Atlantis in about 4 years.
6.
So,
I kind of feel like they used some pretty good filler so far for this list, because number 6
they're real good.
goes into like scientific explanation of mermaids. Sailors were at sea, sometimes drunk, very lonely, and then they would get these hallucinations, and they would see manatees and thought they were mermaids. Then it goes on to talk about very much the ocean is big, mostly unexplored, so we can imagine intelligent underwater people somewhat similar to us. Okay, great. So what you're saying is there's potentially, maybe, possibly, kind of a chance that there's people in the ocean.
5,
Did you think that sailors ever got like real lonely and drunk and was like, oh, that thing looks great, and then now there's real mermaids because they found the manatees.
5,
Number 5, how do we withstand the pressure to properly explore the ocean's depths? Yep, this one's an intriguing mystery we will never know. It has nothing to do with deep pressurized tubes or submarines. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe James Cameron does, because he's gone down into the Marianas Trench, more than 6 miles down. He's got some samples and great video footage. But again, the way we survive it is, sitting in a pressurized submarine, so we don't die. Yeah, it's like space,
4,
except underwater.
We have a story coming up about the largest dinosaur ever discovered, so we have that story coming up in a little bit. What we're starting with is the biggest creature lurking in the ocean. Again, these are intriguing mysteries, so we're just basically throwing out questions on this list, apparently. This one is, hey, what the hell's the biggest creature in the ocean?
Is it
Well,
Uranus?
we'll never know, because, like you just said in number 5, we can't go to many parts of the ocean. So, the largest speculated creatures do not exceed the size of any of today's known blue whales. So,
Say the answer is a blue whale. All right,
3.
the answer is a blue whale,
blue whale,
or an amorphous thing that lives by oil rigs. Who knows?
giant jellyfish.
The vast majority of the ocean in its life is still completely
Isn't
unexplored.
this the same thing we've said for like 4 in a row?
No, this one says it differently.
Come on.
So it's different.
Come on.
You
Gregory.
may have heard the saying, the ocean is 95% unexplored. Marine biologists feel that it is a gross oversimplification. Scientists today using tricks involving satellites, radar, and just in, ladies and gentlemen, the ocean is really big, and we don't know about all of it because, it's really big and deep and large and wide and other things.
Is it unexplored though?
It is very unexplored. However, we can use tricks involving satellites, radars, and magic. And we have managed to map ocean terrain to a maximum resolution of 3 miles or 5 kilometers if you're from the Queensland. While this is only accurate up to a point, it is a lot more detailed knowledge than some people realize.
Oh my god.
Back to you in the newsroom.
2,
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Kilometers if you're from anywhere other than the U.S. Sancho called it magic. This one actually goes back to some sort of mystery. Back in '97, there was a sound underwater off South America and had people baffled, writes Gregory Myers. Sound loud enough to be picked up from 2 different stations several kilometers apart, and some people had speculated that it has something to do with, oh crap,
Something to do with crap.
Sithulu. Crap. Why did I draw this
This
one?
is great.
Let me just
You don't. This one doesn't count. It's fine. Cthulhu.
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 Thank you, Siri. Thank you,
Cthulhu.
Mike. due to the sound being only a couple of thousand kilometers from the fictional underwater city where the fictional monster is imprisoned. So is this a well-known lore that I should be familiar with?
It's no.
Okay.
I mean, you can look it up if you're interested. It's not that well known. However, the fact that it's number 2 on this list is kind of stupid.
Anyway,
which
Noah,
is also funny.
why is that?
Keep reading.
Noah ended up claiming that the sounds were just ice shelves breaking off many miles away and creating a sound known as an ice quake. The sounds like an animal cry when slowed down at normal speed. It sounds closer to thundering or quaking noise.
When I first caught wind of this story a couple of years ago, I saw it on a video on YouTube, and the guy who was talking about it was like, yeah, it's Cthulhu, and it's obviously this thing, and he was like on the Cthulhu thing, and then he was like, and then no, scientists tried to say that it was actually just ice shelves breaking off miles away. Sound can't travel that far underwater. I'm like, dude, you literally just said that's what it was. So, yeah.
By the way, I gave you a little reading voice in that one too, so I was proud of myself.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
1.
Oh, this one's real good. Could methane hydrate? Wait, what? Could methane hydrates be a realistic long-term energy source? Methane hydrates?
It's like the hydrates that come from methane.
It's when you drink the methane? Is that what it is?
Gaming Morning Show does not condone drinking methane. If that's even possible, I don't
please.
actually know.
Don't ingest methane. It's really bad for you.
Methane's
The only way
in
I can
Tide
imagine
Pods,
to
probably.
get it. Well, if you also put your mouth on a cow's ass, and when it farts, you get methane that way. So I don't recommend doing that. Don't. Bad. Methane
Zesty.
hydrates are strange crystalline structures of water and methane frozen together. Since their discovery a few decades ago, governments have been toying with the idea of more seriously exploring hydrates as a form of alternative energy. The hydrates themselves would definitely be viable if there was a shortage of other natural gases for fuel, but there are a few unique challenges. As with much of oceanic exploration, it would be extremely expensive to mine on a large scale. Environmentalists are also concerned about methane hydrates, worrying that more underwater drilling could lead to disasters. Yeah, let's not drill holes in the ocean. Okay?
Just send
Can
Bruce Willis. Everything will be fine.
He only goes to space. Hey, Nintendo. Good morning.
All right. That was 10 intriguing mysteries, which was more like 3 intriguing mysteries and 7 bullet points of filler. Gregory was trying to just get us to think, hey, what intriguing mysteries lie in the... It was a think piece.
It was, yeah. Let's talk about it, everybody. What lives in the ocean? Ocean things. Okay.
It's 7:38 now on the West Coast, 10:38. We will do the large dinosaur story coming up after this game of Rocket League. It's World Oceans Day, so we're asking the question, what is your preferred body of water and coolest ocean water story? Good morning on to you, Nintendo nerds. I haven't had coffee yet. You can't talk about cow booty holes like that. But Mike did. Mike's not scared.
Yeah, just don't put your mouth on them. This is gross.
Zesty.
We got a Patreon that you can subscribe to if you're so inclined. Please join us. There are 4 different tiers to choose from. There is the welcome tier, the subscriber tier, the adopt Bob tier. We can actually adopt our big voice Bob. But there's also the kneecap tier, and that's Mike's tier, where it's basically the same as the subscriber tier, but for a couple bucks extra per month, you get something extra from Mike, including induction into the Temple of the Six. Find out more at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. Groggy was the latest to get his kneecaps busted. So. We also got sports coming up later, community games in the 8 o'clock hour.
Community games!
We had quite the run yesterday of person floating from the balloons not falling in the monster's mouth. So, quite the run.
Was it because I wasn't just throwing out random letters?
Throws a phone out to the ocean.
Oh, is that to get to figure out what's in there?
That's all you need to do. I think it's an app.
Just toss your phone in the ocean.
There's an app for that.
Ooh, I just jumped straight up in the air. There's a lot of really interesting things out there.
Man, if I had Boost,
The ocean.
Yesterday we had
exciting and
we had Love Island Day, and so Mike just couldn't help but sing the Love Boat theme to everything.
It's a great
But my
theme.
my favorite part was when you brought the Love Boat theme to Discord.
Goals, exciting and
Oh no.
goals. We are poning you.
Yes, Kajito, we'll play games of the community-ish kind.
Wonderful.
8 o'clock
Yes.
hour. If you don't know, on the 12th, that's this Saturday, there's going to be a murder mystery party known as the
Whodunit?
Pirate Mystery Murder
Oh, I
Party.
missed. Oh.
Murder is being called. Kate Zaid is hosting that on Kate Zaid
Center-
stream,
Ah!
which you can find at twitch.tv/Kate Zaid. Many different folks from Kate's community will be participating, and it should be a pirate-ish good time.
Yar.
7:30 a.m. Pacific time
Defense.
on the same Twitch station. Arr.
Arg. Uh-oh, I missed.
I saw Nintendo yesterday. Was watching Gabe Pride play Dead by Daylight, so that was a lot of fun. Had a chance to see Nintendo
Ooh.
for the first time off gaming morning show in quite a while, so it was good to see Nintendo.
Uh-oh.
Copious stubbed his toe, and that's why he said "arg."
Stole my goal.
I did.
Just kidding. That's fine. As long as we win. Winning is most important, not having fun.
Also, like I said, Dr. Chick had some great referrals. I listened to Kate Zaid's stream as I was I was in the garage all day yesterday. I was beat. I had to assemble shelves.
Why?
And, we needed to reorganize some things because I was hesitating to buy shelves in the garage, and so I had all the containers that we were storing, like we like rotate kids' toys and then like have like keepsakes and stuff. They were all collapsing on each other because we had them stacked on each other, and so I finally just broke down and actually bought shelving. So I had to assemble all that yesterday, and then move all the stuff onto the shelves. So
Was it like the plastic shelves, or was it like
like
IKEA
steel.
takes 14 hours? Oh,
They were Costco shelves, so somewhere between IKEA and the shelves that I would have otherwise bought. But the good news is we got through some of our kids' artwork. My wife had wanted to save the kids' artwork from my daughter is in elementary school, so it's like we got to save this, and then I'll go through it, and then I'll actually decide what I want to save. And then that started with kindergarten, and now my daughter's in 4th grade, and we hadn't ever gone through and started sorting through any of that stuff. So
My daughter is also in 4th grade. That's crazy.
weird. We're like the same
Is
person.
your daughter my daughter?
I don't think so.
It's weird. My daughter will be 9 this year, and it just feels so strange. Because it makes me feel old.
Yes, Nintendo. I saw that. I just haven't responded yet. So thank you for letting me know.
It's Spacey! Sorry, I got really excited. I haven't seen Spacey in like 14 years.
Good moron. Wasn't space? Weren't you moving? Isn't that
Yeah,
part of the
aren't
reason
you-
we haven't seen you around?
So pregnant? Oh God. A baby, exciting and new. A baby, it's gonna poop on you.
That's actually probably your most applicable version of that song since you started singing it over and over again. Space, it is good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us on Gaming Morning
Absolutely.
Show.
Aye.
Also, happy birthday, since it's the month of June, and for the longest time, I didn't know exactly when in the month of June. So happy birthday, even though we now know what day it is. But in case you don't get back for your birthday, happy birthday from
Oklahoma,
Gaming
where
Morning
the
Show.
Sunrise whipping down the plains.
I like how Mike's just turned into a musical. Maybe it's a gaming musical show. That's what you can pivot with now. Instead of morning gaming show, you can have musical gaming show.
Oklahoma, exciting and new.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I missed.
Whoop. Don't go in the hole. Okay. Is it because Oklahoma doesn't have the internet, so you need to get it from somewhere else?
Yeah, do you have to capture like wild Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Oklahoma, fun story, is one of the only 4 states I've never been to. So I gotta figure out how to get over there. But I also need New Mexico, so I'm hoping to visit both in the same run.
Have you been to Old Mexico?
No, actually, I have not.
Me neither. My daughter asked why they needed a new one.
And what was your answer?
One of them's a country.
Back to you.
Yep. My 14-year-old is amazing. She's such a... Oh, gosh. Yep. There you go. She's an incredible kid, but sometimes the stuff she asks me kills me. 3 dogs and a cat. Woof.
Wow. Well, good luck with sorting out housing things. I was talking to somebody else on Twitch and was checking in and got the message back. Well, the housing thing has been stressing me out, and I was like, "Yep, welcome to buying a house."
Welcome to life.
Nothing about buying a house was calming for me. So wishing you luck, because whatever the circumstance, if it's causing stress, I hope it gets better for you.
If you need me to break any kneecaps, you let me know.
Demolition really messed with my work there, so.
Wow.
Remember when we had a 4-0 lead, Mike?
No, what was that?
We got sports coming up next and a dinosaur story. Let's go.
Dinosaurs, exciting and new.
This was actually the $6 tier of the Patreon, was you just rehash Love Boat themes.
Man, my favorite thing today is using you to score goals. Hit it!
We both had pretty decent angles on that one. You had a great run at it, and I was sidewinding at it. Ah, Carnage. Space. Whoa. Space meet Carnage. Carnage meet Space. Gaming Morning Show is a winner.
You are one of life's winners.
It is 7:48 on the West Coast, 10:48 on the East. It is 3:48 for those watching GMS in the afternoon.
What do you think of that? Huh?
Doodle-doo. Sports. Yeah, that's coming up next. Let's do the dinosaur story. This is apparently, we have to go down to Australia to confirm that, again, we figured out that there's another big dinosaur. Seems like we find one every week now. It's like, oh, I dropped some pennies. Oh, look, the world's biggest dinosaur.
Good day, mate. We're in Australia. There's dinosaurs. This is actually just Australia's largest dinosaur. So it's not the world's largest, but a new species of dinosaur has been discovered in Australia. It's been confirmed as the largest ever found in the country and one of the biggest in the world.
Gotcha.
Fossilized skeleton nicknamed Cooper was found in southwest Queensland in 2007. Why are we hashing this story now, you ask? Well, because the skeleton remained a mystery for years, and what was actually the bones were scattered throughout the country, and people didn't really realize it was all part of the same dinosaur. So researchers at the Eromanga Natural History Museum, or ENHM for short, and the Queensland Museum published their findings in a Peer Scientific Journal on Monday. Cooper, whose scientific name is Australotitan cooperensis.
You sure you didn't want me to take a crack at that one?
No, it's good. I got
okay,
you
thank you. I appreciate it.
It's estimated to have walked the earth over 90 million years ago. It was a titanosaur, plant-eating species belonging to the family of long-necked sauropods the largest of the dinosaur species. The dinosaur is estimated to have reached a height of 5 to 6.5 meters, or 16 to 21 feet for those of you who don't speak foreign, at the hip, and a length of 82 to 98 feet, making it as long as a basketball court and as tall as a 2-story building.
Oh my gosh.
With its long neck and tail, it may have resembled the more well-known Brachiosaurus or Littlefoot, if you're familiar with the Land Before Time. So yeah, they found a whole bunch of bones, and someone was like, "Wait, these all look really familiar. They look like they're from the same thing." They put it together, and they figured out that it was Cooper. So it's kind of big. It's a little large. Yeah, it's bigger than 5. So Cooper.
There you go.
Australotitan Copernicus. David Copperfield.
No, I don't think that's right. No,
No,
that
that's
sound-
not the scientific
That doesn't
name?
sound accurate. You know, that might be the genus, but not the.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
It's not the anus. Gotcha.
well, there you go. It's not the largest in the world, but it's largest in the history of Australia.
It's pretty big. Australia's a country.
7:51 West Coast time. It's time for sports. Tom Thibodeau, the New York Knicks coach, is now the NBA Coach of the Year. First playoff
Way to go,
appearance
Tom.
for the Knicks in like 7 or 8 years, and the second best record in 20 years. So not bad.
Congrats. Didn't they get rid of the owners or something, and that's why they're not terrible now?
Nope, Jimmy Dolan's still there, still hanging out.
Never mind.
76ers president of basketball operations Daryl Morey fined $75,000 and sent out a tweet that said, "Join him," with a screenshot of social media post by Stephen Curry praising his brother Seth, who scored 30 points for the Sixers the night before, according to the Associated Press.
Oh, can you read that again? My brain didn't comprehend it.
76ers GM, or president of basketball operations, sent out a tweet that said, "Join him," and it had a screenshot of a social media post by Stephen Curry of the Warriors in regards to Stephen's brother Seth, who had scored 30 points for the Sixers the night before.
Yeah. Wait, but wasn't somebody fined?
Yeah, Morey was fined for posting
Why was he fined?
because posted a social media tweet insinuating that he was trying to get Stephen Curry to join the 76ers.
I got it. Okay.
According to the Associated Press.
Stupid.
Let's see anything else I want to bring up here. Gonzaga's AD's retiring.
Oh, sad.
I don't see anything else I want to bring up there. So that's time for everyone's favorite sports segment, and that is, did the Mets win?
They traveled yesterday. They were off. I was quite upset because I was looking forward to sitting down and watching the game.
For the first time in Did the Mets Win history, when Mike has answered, it was a travel day, Mike is actually correct. Congratulations.
Ding!
Correct.
You are correct. The Mets
Woo-woo.
traveled. Today, the Mets will take on the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards.
Washington Bluebirds.
Oh, no. Steph's brother's name is Seth. Sorry, not Seth, but Seth. With a TH sound at the end. I will enunciate.
Their
Basketball.
dad's name is Dell.
The third brother is Chef. Good
The
morning to
third
you.
one is like Charles.
Chat FM. Good to see you. Brooklyn beat Milwaukee to a 2-0 lead in that Eastern Conference series. Phoenix won the opener against Denver 122-105. What do you
First, you
dislike?
steal New Jersey's basketball team, and then you build like a super team. I hate them. Go
You
Sixers.
should have just built a giant arena over in the Meadowlands.
Why? It would be much more fun to play in like, where is it, Jersey City or wherever the hell they play.
I thought they played in the middle. I thought it was right across from the Giants Stadium.
It was, but then they played. The Devils moved out of there, and they moved to like Newark. And then-
Gotcha.
yeah, it was just stupid.
Yeah, my first NBA game was actually at I think at the time it was the Continental Airlines Arena,
Yep.
which was across from the Meadowlands. So, Islanders, who play in the same building as the Brooklyn Nets, the very popular and longtime famous Brooklyn Nets, a 5-4 win over Boston, take a 3-2 lead in the Eastern Conference or Eastern Division Finals. Montreal sweeps Winnipeg in overtime, a 3-2 win.
Oh,
And that is your sports.
sports.
Seth Seth, and Steph. Meet my brother, Chef. I think this all makes sense.
It doesn't make any
And then there's Mod. All right, 7:55 West Coast time. Coming up next hour, we'll talk more about loose animals. That is kind of our beat now as a show. So we've had bears in the pool. We've had bears in a car. We've had bears on a wall. What will be our next wildlife story?
Bears in a bus.
It's bears on a plane. I'm so sick of these mother effing bears. This mother effing plane. All right, we have that coming up. Also play some community games next hour as well. It's Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv. We are Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here on this Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. Mike and I are back in a second. Gaming Morning Show.
It's been 5 years since I saw your face. The sun was shining bright that day. 5 years ago, we were getting ready for the wedding of the year. It's been a while now since we danced the night away, since I saw your face. world's changing now. You're coming out to the desert, somewhere you've never been before. Everything is new to you. I'll help you through, because I know what it's like, trying to make something right. So just know you're not alone tonight, because the stars glow at night, and oh, they shine so bright. I hope this is the best day of your life, because the stars glow at night, and oh, they shine so bright. Just know that this is right for you. Oh, for you. Now the sun is shining bright, the stars come out at night. My heart is full and bright for you, because the stars
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. The music you just heard was that of Pib Jinky, former guest host on Gaming Morning Show and a music streamer that you can find playing usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, but find the schedule at twitch.tv/PibJinky. It is Ryan and Mike. Good to see you, man. Final hour of the show on this Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. We are excited that you are hanging out with us wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, on YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Coming up, we'll tell you about, loose animals running around. That's kind of a specialty of ours. We'll play community games as well. Should be a lot of fun coming up on Gaming Morning Show. The topic of the day today is World Oceans Day. So it is a day to, help preserve the oceans and try to figure...
Do you have a phone in your garage?
I don't have a phone in my garage. I thought that was your phone. That's an interesting... hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
When did we get a phone?
Hello? This is Peter from Peterborough.
How'd you get this number?
I found it on a napkin.
Do we have a number?
Yeah, I mean we do, but it's only for Peter. You're not a former guest of the show, right?
No. Is this SOS?
No. What is it? Can you call SOS? What is happening? Maybe Sean. Maybe Sean made us a phone or something. I mean, Sean's not here right now, so that could be.
Shane?
Shane?
I don't think we have a Shane here. No Shane.
We have a Bob.
Well.
Oh God! Did Bob give out the number again?
Damn it, Bob. Ugh.
Have you seen my grandma?
Are you?
What does she look like?
Yeah. Can we have a description?
Yes.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Continue.
Tell us more.
Please?
She's old.
Oh.
Okay.
How did?
And feet. She has feet.
How many feet?
2.
Okay. Great.
That's fairly standard. That's good.
I'm looking for her.
Does she have any skin or hair?
Yes.
Great. That's okay.
Peter, you said Peter from where?
Peterborough.
Okay. Do you have any favorite ocean bodies of water, anything like that?
Might as well. Just
Yeah,
go.
it's topic of the day.
Go ahead, Peter. What do you got?
Well, yes, I'm quite fond of a good ditch.
What's a ditch?
Is that where Grandma is?
I sure hope not.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Why are you so
I'm,
fond of ditches?
Did you have a ditch story, Peter, from Peterborough?
Well, I'm quite fond of them, and I like to keep them clean in Peterborough,
Okay.
and they're nice, they're peaceful, and
Okay.
nobody ever goes there.
Nobody ever goes there. Okay.
Sometimes people do, but they seem to go the other way when they see me for some reason.
Is there a reason? Do you like attack people? Like what?
No. Well, funny you should say that.
Oh, God.
I'm actually not in Peterborough anymore. I woke up with a sore head, and not sure how I got to a new place, but I've met some people who I thought were nice, and it turns out that they're not, and I now have a criminal record.
Oh.
You either sounded dismayed or delighted about that. I can't quite tell.
Yeah.
Well, as you get more into the trade, it pays the bills, and I'm growing accustomed to the new life, really.
Are you declaring yourself a full-blown criminal, Peter from Peterborough?
No, part-time.
You don't sound very convinced that you're not declaring yourself a criminal.
Does one truly dabble in crime? Is that something you can actually do? You know, a hobbyist of crime?
Well, I'm treating it as one. I don't want to get too engrossed, otherwise it might take over, you know?
So you said you're not in Peterborough. So where are you?
It's been told that I'm in Los Santos.
Wow.
Okay.
Los Santos.
Yes, and it's full of strange and wonderful characters.
Is that where Grandma is?
Well, it would appear not, and I'm slightly concerned because it's been roughly 2 weeks now, and I don't know whether she's okay. I was kind of hoping this was Grandma.
No grandma's here,
No,
Peter.
Yeah, this is not Grandma's.
We got a
phone
Sean,
set.
we got a Mike, we got a Ryan, and a Bob.
I still want to know how you got this number. Like, I thought it was unlisted.
I found it on a napkin in a dumpster.
And
That makes sense. You know, I thinking about some of the guests we've had, I'm sure they probably just wrote it on a napkin and threw it away. So that makes sense. Well, we don't know where Grandma is, but we'll definitely search for you. If we cannot find Grandma, how can we find you to? Or if we do find Grandma, how can we find you to let you know?
Phone number?
Well, I do have
email?
a phone number which I'll be handing out tomorrow. Because tomorrow there's somebody called Copia, and
we're familiar with him. How do you know?
Oh, you are? Oh,
Yep.
I didn't realize anybody had heard of him. I'm not much of a fan, but he seems to want to help me. He has given me a strem key.
A strem key.
A strem key, and I am going to use it
Oh,
to
stream key.
try.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, stream key,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
I'm going to use it on his channel.
Do you have a
to
computer in prison?
that. No, I'm not in prison anymore. I escaped.
Oh,
I I am in. I'm going to be in an internet cafe.
oh God.
Well, I do have a phone I've stolen, so I might switch to that.
Just make us an accessory.
But-
like,
Just close your
Um,
ears, Mike. Just close your ears.
But that well, I'm going to use the channel of the Copia to try and communicate and find Grandma.
Okay.
But also, so people can see where I'm at and see if they can help me.
Do you know what time you're going to be doing this? Maybe again, we'll look for Grandma up until that time.
ballpark.
5 p.m. British summertime.
Okay. Do you know what time Los Santos time?
Time passes a little differently here.
Interesting.
Oh.
You won't do any criminal activities on stream though. I
Yeah.
hope.
Right.
Well, it depends who I'm with, because dependent on who helps me that day will depend whether or not I have to, quote unquote, work.
Are you? Is Copia okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, I
Is-
see
I've-
Copia's
I've never
chat.
met him.
I just got a little worried because you're borrowing Copia's stream, and I mean Copia's here.
Well,
so okay.
He's not so aware of the criminal record.
Oh. God.
Oh well, good thing you didn't say anything about it on a public forum like a video game stream. So
Definitely doesn't.
good thing that didn't
save on
happen.
some sort of video on.
Yes, I'm-
command.
I'm so glad it's within a private phone call.
a very
If you
private.
could go no
yes,
further, that would be appreciated.
very private phone call. Hey, Peter, I would like you to
Peter.
do me a favor. Okay.
Yes.
Could you make sure you don't call this number again?
Yeah. Can you throw away the napkin and maybe your phone as well when you're done?
Oh, but what if you find Grandma?
You will. It's fine. We'll
We'll mail Grandma to you.
Yeah.
In the post.
Oh,
I'm sure if we
Oh.
just send her to a ditch in Peterborough, it's fine.
Sounds like you have those
Well,
pretty
y-
mastered.
you have my number,
Yep, sure do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
and you will
Absolutely.
call.
Yep, totally.
Sure,
Well,
okay.
every time. Mhm.
okay. Well, I guess this line's dead now. Bing.
We're going through a tunnel, Peter. Sorry.
You.
Like, when did you get a phone?
I thought you put in the phone.
Well, I know. I mean, on the top of the rundown, it says phone number, but I didn't think it was real.
No, we actually have a phone number, but
Well, yeah, and then
I've
that
ne-
guy found it.
I know that's what happens sometimes with radio hotlines.
I
So
want to go to jail. I'm too soft for that.
I don't think you can be accessory for. I mean, we could probably trace the number.
Are we like? Are you a mandatory reporter?
Yeah.
I don't think I am. Oh, crap.
Yeah. But I mean, it sounds like the crime, you know, might have only been to try to find Grandma, whoever that is. So
Yeah, no, Nintendo. We're just gonna turn off the line because. Anyway.
anyone who is in
Bears
chat,
broke into
especially Utopia, since you're
Yeah.
letting this
Are you
person
safe?
borrow your stream key, or what was the
Strem.
Strem key?
I don't know what that is.
You should definitely probably
Whew.
like use our lawyer service. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Call Sean. It's Call Your Doctor Day.
that's how you can find Copia on Twitch. Apparently, Copia is letting someone named Peter use Copia's stream tomorrow. So What time they say it wasn't at
I'm-
5 o'clock?
I don't know.
I think I heard 5
They
o'clock.
said something about British summertime. What,
It's
I mean,
British
is that even real?
summertime. It's the summertime.
Doesn't sound like a real time, if I'm honest. Lowest goal ever.
It's going into the goal. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Can you change your stream key before tomorrow, Copia? That might be wise. Because... Yeah, I'm a little worried for you. Good morning to you, Fishstick. Fishstick, I don't know how to change the camera and let it shake less, because people were getting mad at me for doing this. So I went to Ballcam, and now I'm a full-fledged member of the Ballcam crew. So Ballcam for life. We love Ballcam.
So just shocked.
Yeah, Mike, you are pretty wrecked.
I'm shook. He came in like a wrecking ball. It's ridiculous. Oh gosh. Speaking of wrecking balls, Austin Attack 12 streams tonight, and she just got her driver's license. Everybody, she said she's gonna show it to us on stream. Isn't that cool?
Well, I don't think that's what Austin was talking about.
No, that's what she said. She said, I just got my driver's license, and I'm gonna show it to you on stream.
No,
So she's very proud of her driver's license.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
No, it totally does. Now she's mobile. Isn't that amazing?
It's just a button. You can switch it on and off. I would like to switch the camera on and off, but I want to make it an enjoyable viewer experience.
Hey, Prototype, you never ever have to apologize for being in and out of anything.
Yeah, you're fine. Thanks for being here in general.
Yeah, exactly. If you're here for 1 second, just as happy as 3 hours.
Yeah, Copia, maybe. I don't really think we can call what just happened at the
What is
beginning of the
this?
show a guest, because in order to be a guest, you're usually invited.
You have to be invited.
Yeah.
You're
That was a little bit of like a telephone hijacking.
I think that's a crime in most places. Yeah. But apparently this guy's a criminal, so.
That's true. Well, and the only other experience that I'd ever had with Peter from Peterborough was during Kiki's Love Royale, and
Yeah.
seemed like such a pleasant fellow. So
Yeah, he didn't seem creepy at all. And that one gave me some vibes. Especially when he said he was a hardened criminal now. Like,
yeah, it
that was
definitely
just-
could be. Definitely could be. It could be a first gaming morning show intruder of all time. Fishstick goes, I'm not going to give you tips if you're trying to have fun. So Fishstick, I know you've been here before, but just to give you a premise, we're a radio show that plays games. The gameplay doesn't matter in the least.
No.
So yeah,
Oh, I
don't
believe somebody-
fret over
Anything.
trying to help us out. You're good.
Yeah.
Thank you though. Yeah, so we got
We
different
just like
segments
having
coming
a
up.
Party. A smooth criminal. No, I'm with you, Lady K.
Oh yeah, you were not alone.
Dude just shows up. I mean, I didn't even know the phone number was there.
Well, and then I'm wondering, I think I recall Peter saying something about, I got this off a napkin in a dumpster. Is this SOS? And if I'm equating that to, like, is this 911, wouldn't you know by the number that it's not an emergency
I
service?
thought he was talking about the ABBA song. That makes more sense. Yeah, no, I thought he was talking about the ABBA song. So I was like, I'm definitely not that. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, well, I think Pickle, the gist that I got was just dabbling in crime. So, not full-fledged criminal, just trying it on for size.
Yeah, I gotcha. He was like, I don't really know, but let's give it a shot. It's a lot of numbers. How do you remember all that if there's an emergency?
It's very interesting to me, Pickle, because all I can think of now is there's a common reel now in the Instagram world where they teach you how to play songs on the guitar, but using just numbers as far as like assigning it to the strings. So to play this song, you play 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2, right? And so I saw that, and now my brain goes, "Oh, Pickle's trying to help us play the guitar," which I know is not the case, but still, it was hilarious. Oh, that's true. Maybe Peter was trying to reach David Bowie.
David Bowie? Isn't he dead?
I also thought "Message in the Bottle" was a Sting song.
I think it's the Police, yeah. Could be wrong. I don't know.
I could be wrong, and I could be right. I don't know. Well, wherever Peter is, Los Santos or whatever, just be safe. Copia, I would venture to guess it might not be wise to give that stream key out tomorrow at
I think
5
it's already
o'clock
out though.
British summer. Well, but maybe you could change. I would look into changing that if I were you.
Yeah, it's probably your best bet. Just change it and then be done with it.
Prototypes seeing himself out or themselves out for saying the police. Or
Prototype's like, I'm done. That's fine.
Nah, you're good. We don't have to be experts here because we're not.
We are not.
Sean
You're
is.
definitely.
That's about it.
That's true.
Gaming Morning Show continues.
Let's
Let's
call
play
Sean real quick.
some
Call
word
you
search
back.
this morning. 8:22 on the West Coast and 11:22 on the East, and it is 4:22 for those watching in
Nope,
the
not
UK.
working.
Your phone's backwards.
He's not answering.
You're calling Sean.
Hello?
Oh no.
Still
But
not
he
answering.
randomly ended up in Los Santos with no recollection. I mean, I guess that is kind of concerning. Like maybe something bad. Maybe that was a call for help, and we weren't picking up on like what we should have been catching on to for that.
I don't know. It just seemed a lot creepier than that. It didn't seem like a call for help. It seemed like maybe a call for accomplices. You know, it was like, hey, you know, like no thanks.
You really do seem like you're a little worried about our legality in this.
Like I said, I am very soft. If I go to jail, there are parts that will be used that I would rather not be used. Just saying.
Proclaimed professional when you can print the certificate, says Prototype. All right.
We'll
figure it out. Well, because of the hijacked phone call, we didn't have a chance to.
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
It is great to see the FHC, one of which is Pickle Feets this morning. Gamer Fishstick, you are now an honorary member of the Final Hour crew since you checked in at the end. Astro Traveler, or Astro Travelin, is here saying Sakar, related to playing Rocket League this morning. Kajito's been with us quite a bit. Load Last Checkpoint, I think, checked in with the FHC, so welcome, Load Last Checkpoint. I can't get this thing to load, so maybe we're gonna just play straight up. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. It's really sad. Very sad.
I'm so sad.
Kajito did offer to be Peter's grandma, though. So.
I'm so. I think someone also told me that I'm Peter's grandma, which I don't think I have the parts to be Peter's grandma. Well, I guess whatever. I guess it doesn't matter what part you have. It's for your grandma on the inside, which I'm not. I do not like butterscotch.
Load Last Checkpoint says, I am here. I am very confused coming in the middle of that phone call. Yeah, if you're confused, think how confused we were. It was very odd. Pickle, I don't know how did you get werewolf out of that, though? I am curious about that one.
Wait, what?
Pickle said, quote, obviously he is a werewolf.
Peter?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. A werewolf?
We'll figure it out.
He wasn't even howling.
True. Yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Maybe it was on its way.
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
good. I'm glad we got off the phone early enough then. Jeez.
Uh,
Whew.
looks like nothing's loading from that website. So we're gonna play Google Feud. Yeah, let's go. This is always fun. There's nothing bad ever happens when we play Google Feud.
It's always fantastic.
So if you've never played before, on your screen, you'll see.
Prepare to be sad.
You'll see 5 potential answers to what is the actual number 1 autocomplete for the search, and this one starts with biography of blank.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill Shakespeare's on here. So's Prince Philip, Anne Frank.
Oh my gosh, what?
Martin Luther King, and George Washington. So you start typing on Google biography of one of these
Why isn't
5.
Lady Gaga on there?
Shows up first. It's because Lady Gaga's not one of the top ones. So
Lame.
always comes up, did you mean Kanye? By the way,
Did you mean Kanye?
it's Kanye's birthday today.
Yeah, it is.
Lady K says, because oftentimes a loss of time can be attributed to changing into the wolf state. However, it wasn't a full moon. So, okay, that actually is a very reasonable explanation. I appreciate you clarifying that for me, because Peter did say something about not knowing how, or knowing what time it was in Los Santos. Anyway, Copia guesses Prince Philip, so that's the one I'm going to click on. That's the number 6 answer. Now, we have 3 guesses left and 4 choices, so we can't lose this game unless we fail to not get the number 1 answer. So,
Anne Frank, I think, is the number 1 answer.
that's number 10. It was, in fact,
What?
you couldn't, that is the worst possible answer you could select.
That was literally the worst.
Not to beat you up on that, but that's truth. What could have happened in this game? All right, Copia is going to go Shakespeare. That is
Bill?
the number 1 answer.
I love Bill.
So you type in biography
kidding me?
of. Nope. I would I joke with you? And this is Google Feud. I've never had a more reliable source than Google Feud
Hold on.
before.
But we bought Google today, so whatever I said should have been number 1.
That
right?
is true. Yes,
That's how it works.
I think there's some
I did
approvals
purchase it.
from the SEC and thing. Like it's got to be rubber
It's got to go
stamp.
from top
Yeah.
down. Okay.
We
I got
acquired
you.
it today. If you missed it in the first hour chat, Gaming Morning Show is now known as the Google Morning Show because we purchased Google for some reason. I don't remember why. Not BRV Gaming. Hey, welcome in with the final hour
Hey,
crew.
welcome back.
Hello, FHC.
We're playing autocomplete from Google. Now, if you type in McDonald's versus, what is the number 1 answer that shows up? And the hosts have a 1-minute delay here. So is it McDonald's versus McDowell's, Chicago, Kiki Finger Chicken, Burger King versus Wendy's, or just Burger King? KFC is that middle one.
I love.
That line, Kiki Finger Chicken, is still hilarious to me. Our friend Kiki Lowe
Finger
was trying to remember what Kentucky Fried Chicken was, and she's like, "What does KFC stand for?" She said, "Finger Chicken."
Yep, makes sense.
Ooh, BK the Creepy King. All right, so the first guess was Copia, so we're gonna go with KFC. That's the number 8 answer. The next guess was BK the Creepy King. So I'm just gonna go straight up with just McDonald's versus Burger King. That is the number 1 answer, and prototype is cracked. We have 10,000 points. This is a modern time all-time high for us, Mike. We've actually had higher scores, but it forgot since the last time we played this game.
I was gonna say, I think even the game wants to forget that it exists. That's how great it is.
So we start typing into our personally owned Google search, how to get rich off, and what's next? What's the autocomplete? YouTube?
How to do what? Okay.
How to get rich off. Rich off.
Who's rich?
Maybe that's Peter's criminal name, pseudonym. Dogecoin, penny stocks, investing, or stocks?
That's funny. Oh, I should check my Dogecoin today. Been a while.
All right, so far we have had answers. I had the honor of guessing that day. Burger King easy was Wild Carnage. All right, so the first answer was Dogecoin. Number 5.
Eek.
How's your Dogecoin doing?
Joel, don't check the Dogecoin.
Did you guys invest together?
He did it first, and then he convinced me to do it. It's down kind of a lot right now.
I guess there's some
Thanks,
conspiracy
Elon.
theory. Yeah, some conspiracy theory that Elon pumped it up just to make a whole bunch of money off of it.
Remember when Elon Musk was just kind of a weird guy that liked to invent stuff, and he wasn't just a peckerwood?
Beep. Not BRV Gaming said YouTube was the first one to say YouTube, so I'm going to type that in.
Okay, let's go with it.
That's the number 4 answer. So it's either penny
What?
stocks, investing, or stocks. It's got to be stocks, right? Chat.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Low last checkpoint. When it's down, we buy up, Mike,
No.
and then you hold.
No.
Load last checkpoint does not offer actual financial advice.
It's definitely stocks.
All right. We're going to get stocks. That is the number 1 answer. Most people perhaps don't know
Penny
how
stocks.
how to make any money off of the stock market. Hey, good news. 15,000 points. That is an all-time high, probably.
Yes.
All-time high.
The next one is... Oh, God. All right, this is why we don't play this game.
Uh.
All right. Gun control is...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is why we don't play. This is actual Google autocomplete. I would like to point this out. This is actual Google autocomplete, okay?
It's for wimps and commies.
That's one thing that could
That's-
potentially... It's a game that gets data from the entire internet. Yes, one of the potential things that could be the number 1 autocomplete is for wimps and commies, constitutional, using both hands, hitting your target, and bad. I just want to point out that whatever you answer is just you answering this question for the purposes of the game, and then we retire Google Feud for another 3 months. So, all right, what are some of the answers? We're going to go with Prototype saying is bad. That's the number 1 answer. We move on. All right, so penguins are...
This is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
All right. So here's some real potential autocomplete answers. Penguins are birds. Carnivores, not birds. Evil or gay. Penguins are... What is the number 1 autocomplete for this search? Copia says evil. Nope, never mind.
jeez.
Pickle said... Oh, no, Pickle says, I think it's gay because of a Parks and Rec episode. Okay. I wouldn't know that because I don't watch it. Evil, number 9. That is not correct.
Sorry,
Nintendo
BRV.
says
also,
we have to
gotta-
click gay. All right, this is for you, Nintendo. Number 6.
Buttholes would be fine.
So we found the number 6 search for answer and the number 9 search for answer.
Nice.
Gosh.
Prototype,
Not
we answered
birds.
that for you. Wild Carnage said birds. That's the number 1 answer. Isn't autocomplete honestly? Isn't the most compiled, like the most often searched thing is the number 1 autocomplete, right? That's why it's at
Yeah.
the top. So the number 1 thing people are searching apparently might be penguins or birds.
Gosh.
This is a very fun shout out. If you've never watched it before, College Humor, I think, made the whole if Google was a man, and it's a person actually answering people's Google inquiries. It's very funny, and you should check it out. All right, last one. How to grow. Okay, finally, we get back to just what I would consider more of a common Google search.
Surprised that weed isn't on here.
That is true. We're looking for asparagus, garlic, a beard, an avocado seed, or taller. How to grow taller could be an answer here. Still, despite that, Mike, not BRV Gaming said weed.
We're on the same page. It's good. It's fine. Oh, man.
Nintendo, we had to know where it fell in the top 10. Thank you. It's private. You're welcome. I'm here to assist, Nintendo. All right, and Prototype's about to pump some numbers up. All right, Carnage says a beard. Number 8 answer. Astro agreed it was beard. Avocado seed from pickle. That is number 6. A prototype is asking taller,
Obviously
Alex, for
taller,
200 if you please. Taller is the number 1 answer. If you'd like to get taller in height, that's what you could search. We got 30,000 points, chat. That's not bad.
Google Feud makes me lose a lot of faith in humanity.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for playing along, chat. I appreciate it. Wouldn't you search how to grow avocado before you worried about growing the avocado seed?
Nope. You just it's the Merc, buddy.
Astro said, "Yeah, sometimes I wish I could not be 5'6". Yeah, true.
Did you Google it, Astro?
You could be on a future episode of Gaming Morning Show Plays Google Feud. At 6'10", I've never Googled that. Wow, 6'10".
I'm sorry, 6'10"?
And you're living in the RV. If you don't know, Not BRV Gaming, they're traveling around the country in an RV. I believe because partially travel nurse, right? I believe is what you told us in the past. 6'10" in an RV, huh?
You're very large, and RVs are not that big.
Coming up after this game, we will tell you about the latest loose animal, as GMS continues to track all the loose animals across the United States, if not the world. Kalaf, that's actually a pretty good point. Kalaf says, have you seen the price for avocado? Might be worth trying to figure out how you grow it as well.
We've looked into it, and unfortunately, they're very temperamental with their, where they are. You cannot grow them in Indiana.
They are very well grown in Mexico, and I know that because avocados from Mexico. Jingles don't work, though.
Avocados, exciting and new. Avocados are grown in Mexico.
I watch a lot of Tiny House Nation, not BRV. That's something that they definitely do, is like trying to, like, what's his name? He was a very Brian. Nope, it's not him. A former Spurs basketball player. I cannot remember who. I wanted to say it was Scalabrini, but that is not who I'm thinking of. Wow, they almost
Tim
scored.
Duncan?
No, it was not Tim Duncan. It was lesser known than Tim Duncan. But they were on Tiny House Nation. They wanted a tiny house, and they had to account for, I think, actually, he was about 6'10", 6'11", something like that. So.
I'm out of juice.
Prototype asked our friend Not BRV, when you drop things, how long does it take to hit the ground?
I think a better question is just how long does it take for you to realize you dropped it? Like, can you hear it right away? Does it take a while for the echo to get back up to the top? Like,
I mean, I think it's fascinating. I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm fascinated by how many, like how that's actually technically above average. Because I always assumed that most people grow to about 6 feet tall. To understand like how uncommon it is to be 6'10". So I assume high ceilings, tall shower.
thing that keeps popping up. Nice. There's a little box that keeps popping up in the corner. Is my connection messed up?
Yeah, the connection box would be like a little like speedometer looking thing.
That's weird.
California here. Our neighbors had a giant avocado tree in our backyard, but you'd have to climb to get anything good. Anything that fell was already too ripe to eat, so we would just get avocado poops from raccoons. They cut it down. Are you saying that all you would get were the waste of the raccoons having already consumed the avocado? Is that what I'm understanding that to me?
Is that how guacamole was made?
I was gonna say the next thing I was gonna hear is that avocado poop is actually quite a delicacy.
I mean, I'm sure somebody eats it.
I got it. Oh, got it.
What?
Michael. That's your second Michael of the day from Nintendo Nerds.
Yeah, I don't even think that one was that bad. I love avocado.
Raccoon guano.
This is all too much.
I think that call from Peter really kind of derailed the final hour. Although, probably Google Feud derailed the final hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was.
Google Feud usually does that, so.
Well, that's what happens when nothing else works, though, I guess, right?
I'm always amazed how I can never hit that shot. Trying to go up the wall in the corner, it just never seems to connect. Oh gosh, that's unfortunate.
Thank goodness for that demolition. Oh, jeez, old Pete. This has been quite the game.
That's fairly centered. Oh my gosh.
Ah! Hi, Kiki, though.
This is apparently destined for overtime.
Oh. Kiki, have you ever eaten raccoon guano?
Topic of the day. It didn't start that way, but here we are. Well, welcome in with the final hour crew, Kiki Low. We did reference you, though, because we got a call from Peter.
Oh, my God.
That's how the game ends. We got a hijacked phone call at the start of the hour from Peterborough. And the only other time that we had interaction with Peter from Peterborough was during the romance stream.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That was me.
Clear the throat?
Wonderfully rolling my R's. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
BRV said Shikaka, which is from Ace Ventura. So. Ace Ventura has great lines. Dun 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 dun. I was here, but I couldn't hear. It's funny. Just saw the comments. It's 8:43 on the West Coast. It's 11:43 out on the East. It's 4:43 for those watching in the UK. We got the story of loose animals in just a second. Kiki Low is going to be one of the many playing in the Pirate Murdar Mystery Party coming up on Saturday. It is at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time on Kate Zade's stream. You can find out more by going to Kate Zade on Twitch. And then also Peter Wright is having a takeover stream, as we learned at the top of the hour. That is going to happen on Copia's stream. I don't know if Copia is still going to allow Peter after that phone call and the concerns about being an accessory to Peter's life of hobbyist crime. But it starts at 5 a.m. BST. That's British summertime, which I didn't know. It sounds like a follow-up to DJ Chazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince's Summertime. So, twitch.tv/Copia. All right. What is the story of more loose animals running around, Mike? Because we've had bears in pools, bears on walls, bears in cars. Does this one involve a bear?
No, it still involves the donkey from Rhode Island.
It's a donkey
from Rhode Island. Yep. It's if you live by Johnston, Rhode Island, get the hell out of there. Because man, they have donkeys on the loose. A couple of years ago, they had not even a couple of years. This past February, they had a steer that got loose. And in the past, they've also had, what was it called? Some nuisance turkeys. They caused some traffic delays for weeks. In 20 weeks, I tell you. The mayor says that the donkey is going to be hard to corral. So, it looks like he's in good shape. He's fast. Hoping my animal control people can keep up with him. So that's according to Mayor Joseph Polisena. Again, if you have political aspirations, go ahead and move to Johnston, Rhode Island. And yep, there's the video. Just running down the road. Political aspirations, move to Johnston, Rhode Island, and just run on the anti-loose wild animals ticket, and you'll probably win. Kind of ridiculous. And when I say kinda, I mean really ridiculous.
When asked for comment, the donkey said, "Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw."
as it ran by.
Ran by. It is Best Friends Day. It is Upsy Daisy Day. It is Call Your Doctor Day. Regifting Day. Probably not. World Pet Memorial Day.
Good right there.
That, by the way, is memorial, I think, used in the correct way, Chris.
The real sense, yeah.
And allegedly Jelly-Filled Donut Day, which is not true.
I showed it. I put it. It's on Google.
Some
Google doesn't
random
lie.
website says it. Doesn't mean it's true.
It's on the Googles.
That's true. We also bought Google. That is something we learned in today's show.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
So,
100% accurate. Not a lie at all.
no, it's more of that recreational style call, Kiki. You don't need to call your doctor. This is where you don't call when you need something from the doctor. You just call to ask the doctor, be like, hey, it's a long time since I've talked to you. You want to see what she's up to.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah.
How you doing? How are the kids?
You could use a 90s rap if you'd like to. You could call up using Shaq's famous words of, what's up, Doc? Can we rock?
What?
You don't know about Shaq?
Shaq!
His favorite
Let the party
famous
don't
song
stop?
of What's Up, Doc? What's up,
Oh,
Doc?
yeah.
Can we rock? What's
That's
up,
right,
Doc?
yeah.
Can we rock? Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that on my way to work today.
You could call the Love Doctor. I don't know. Maybe you're in need of that.
Love Shack. No, that's not where it goes.
Yeah. B-52s. So, yeah. It's Call Your Doctor Day. If nothing else, just call our friend Sean. And apparently, if you're Peter from Peterborough, you might have Sean's number.
Yeah, just whoever. Just Google doctor and then give him a call.
I
See
hope
what
that
happens.
hope that phone never rings again.
Yeah, no, if I would be okay if it did.
Unless it's a call we're expecting from a guest. I think that would be the ideal situation. Some other things we've learned today. It is World Oceans Day. So what is your favorite body of water? I once was in the Gulf of Mexico and had rays swim by me, and it was pretty okay. We also found out we're all
okay.
petrified of jellyfish.
Yeah, they suck. That wasn't on the list either. I know that the amorphous blob was on there.
Well,
But
no,
I
there was the
thought,
one
like,
about
jellyfish would be
the
on there.
Benjamin Button jellyfish. That was on there too.
Oh yeah, you're right. It can grow back.
Yeah, we shared a list
If you
of
eat it,
3
you think it'd be
mysterious
good?
things from under the ocean, and then it's like 7
A
fan
bunch
theories.
of other random stuff.
All right, we got to get to the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. This is where we rehash what we learned in the first hour with the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. If you missed any of that, please find us on Twitter, and you can do so by going to Watch GMS there and looking up.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
Oh, while we do that, also tell you F9, which is the Fast and the Furious sequel, is the Cannes Film Festival's mystery blockbuster.
Festival.
And then what was the name of this one dinosaur from Australia? It was pretty
The really biggest Uranus. No, it was the Australotitan Copernicus, aka Cooper. It was really, really large. Really large and really scary.
So much scary. All right, Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming. There's a lot of E3 things coming up. That's starting kind of at the end of this week, starting next week. We will have Kim Chica on, fantastic streamer on Twitch, to join us to talk about the indie game scene across many of these events, including Summer Game Fest, which starts on Thursday.
Not Indiana, by the way.
Correct. This is more independent game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rainbow Six Quarantine renames Rainbow Six Extraction. That is according to Liana Rupert of Game Informer. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart's new weapon will teleport objects from other PlayStation games for use within the game. I think that's actually one of the best stories I've heard for a while. That's Wesley
really
LeBlanc.
neat. I'm interested to see it in practice, though.
Yeah. That'll be featured this Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on GMS Plays, where Sean Sports Gaming debuts Ratchet and Clank Rift, which is coming out on launch day. It'll be on June 11th. The Apple App Store has generated $230 billion for developers since its launch, so that's pretty exciting news. That's a way better Austin Powers reference than we had that one time we started talking about Mike Myers and the possible Austin Powers sequel.
Oh, gosh. Can we just not talk about that ever again?
My friend Mike, what is out today?
Chivalry 2 on the PS, all the things. Actually, it's out on all the stuff minus Mac, because we don't put things on Mac. Edge of Eternity is out for PC. Elder Scrolls Online, Blackwood. So looks like a good game. PS4 and Xbox One. And Neptunia Reverse is available for your PlayStation 5 if you're lucky enough to find it. And our name of the morning is Backbone, available on PC.
Name of the morning, we will have a name of the month giveaway coming up very soon. It'll probably be this week. And if you are a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into our name of the month giveaways. You can join us on the Welcome Subscriber Kneecap or Adopt-A-Bob tier. Find out more at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. K-Laugh asked about the Austin Powers sequel. I just remember we had Mike Myers' birthday, I want to say. And then there was rumors from that apparently there was an Austin Powers sequel in the works.
That's it. If you want to find it, you figure it out yourself, Kyle.
Wow. Sorry,
We're
K-Laugh.
not going to talk about it anymore.
His prototype says whatever body of water that Jennifer Love Hewitt or Scarlett Johansson is swimming. All right,
I can get
prototype.
behind that, I guess.
I mean, it could be pretty okay. Kajito, take it away.
Clip of the day.
Clip of the
Clip of the day.
Clip of the
Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
But yeah, no, Nettle. I mean, I'm honestly surprised you haven't seen it because there's a lot around Salem.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
And
I don't go into nature a ton, but I mean, I don't avoid it.
I'll when I come out and visit, we'll go searching for it.
All right.
All right. And then you can dive into it.
This just ended Gaming Morning Show. Apparently, Gaming Morning Show has acquired Google. So Mike has now posted into our Google what the jelly-filled donut holiday looks like. So congratulations. Every time you search, you're now part of Gaming Morning Show. So
You give me $1 every time you search Google.
that's a lot of money.
That would be amazing. Even if it was like 1 cent, I'd be rich by the end of the day.
We're rebranding. GMS now stands for Google Morning Show.
Yep. You could just take this at face value. Yeah, don't research any of what we just told you there. The important thing is to know that we definitely bought Google, and that's all you need to know.
Yep, absolutely. And if you have doubts, I'm sorry.
That's on you, Kyle. I don't know why I
Kyle.
pinpointed you again. Sorry. Sorry, K-Laugh.
That
All right.
Kyle guy. is just-
We got our takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show? Big thanks again, that bee down there, the Wild Carnage, and Fire Gaming 27 for the follows this morning on Twitch. Big thanks to Aura, Alb Axe, Master Jordy for the hosts on Twitch. And we will be back tomorrow, as we always are, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. All right, put them in the chat, please, chat. What did you learn today? What was your takeaway that was pretty okay?
Put 'em up. It's not fire.
Mike, what is yours?
I learned that when you use the title "the largest dinosaur that's found," it doesn't really matter because, like, in a week they're gonna find another one. So
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like every day we're finding a new largest dinosaur.
Yep.
I think we're going to send you to, for those watching on Twitch, to Dragon Caor. It's DRAGANCAOR. What do you think? Dragon Caor? Dragon Caor? Something like that. Anyway, that streamer is playing Sims 4. So, be sure
do
to
they
check
have the
that
new
out.
pack.
Maybe. Be sure to say good morning, GMS, when we send you over there. Kyle, K-Laugh, learned there's an Austin Powers sequel.
God,
In the
why?
works.
Stop saying that.
I mean, it could happen. It might not. We never know. Kiki Low learned I should call my doctor. Yes, just call your doctor today and please say hello.
Hey, what's
it's
up?
important.
Okay, gotta go.
Every once in a
That's
while.
all you gotta do.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it's just nice to check in and say hi. On Thursday, we'll have Kim Chica. Tomorrow, we'll let you know who's guest hosting on Friday. We have that confirmed, so we're excited about that. And Mike will be here for the first hour tomorrow. Sean will be here for the first hour tomorrow. Oh, no, you're not here for the first. Are you here for the first hour tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here for
Okay.
the hour.
And then Theo will be here for the final 2 hours as well. The Logan Talk, thank you for the follow on Twitch as we say goodbye. I learned today
Logan.
that jellyfish can apparently live forever, and there's one that is the size of like a pea and can kill you.
A pee. Not getting pee. Don't pee on it.
Oh yeah, that
if you
was
get
Aura.
stung by a jellyfish, don't pee on it.
Yeah, if you get stung by a nettle, pee on it. If you get stung by a
Yeah.
jellyfish, pour vinegar on it.
And if you see R. Kelly coming towards you, run.
All right. My takeaway is that Peter can be very trustworthy. Oops, weird extra phone words. Either way, we learned about it.
Again.
All right, it's good to see you all. We'll be back tomorrow. For Mike, I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.